doing the liveness. We are live and on the air.
Hey.
Hey, welcome, ladies, gentlefolk, all the people who exist out there. And thank you for joining us on the Twitch. We are playing Olivon Chronicles, which is a homebrew campaign set in the homebrew setting of Olivos. And we have some fairly quick announcements that we're going to do. First one, we've been doing this Roll for Wishes fundraiser, just a little itty bitty fundraiser for a few months now. The last day for the fundraiser is Tuesday next week, and wouldn't you know it, 2 days ago we absolutely finished our goal. We killed it. We got over $250 on a Roll for Wishes campaign. I'm still gonna say, y'all, if y'all want to still donate, because just because we had a goal doesn't necessarily mean that you guys can't still help us out a little bit and smash it. So if you're interested, you can hit that link in the chat there to donate for the Roll for Wishes campaign, which is for the Make a Wish International organization. Woot! That's what we have to say about that. Um, and then we have ourselves some fun things. My stickers are Rove. And so my Polynella
Rove?
sticker from the Witchlight, a Rove. Yes, a Rove.
Is that Canadian?
Oh no, it's definitely just Windy J speak. But then don't malign the Canadians just because I cannot talk. Okay, so and then our D's nuts emoji as well available
What did
for
you tell your wife when you ordered the stickers when they came
uh,
in? My nuts,
it
my
was
nuts came in the post, or
my bees and my nuts came in the post. Yeah. Um, she's actually looking forward to the next ones that we're going to be creating here somewhat soon, but I have to introduce them um, in game first. So anyway, there's more stuff coming. There's more stuff coming. And of course, there's other merch that you guys can participate. Can get if you would like. Links down below. And actually, now that I think about it, I think I can actually do this too. Nope, that doesn't work. But that was fun. Me trying anyway. Um, so we have ourselves we're going to pick up in our campaign now. We're going to go straight into this. So the party has had a few sessions now in the city of Klamath, capital city of Wesmia, on one of the more expansive countries on the continent. And Wesmia is, or sorry, the party has had kind of a storied way of getting here. They killed a giant that was taking care of a gemstone. The gemstone was stolen by a wizard from them after they recovered it. Reese is permanently attuned to it, so the wizard can't doesn't really have the chance to do too much to it anyway. They made friends with the dragon. They ended up coming back to the city of Claymouth so that they could see if they could figure out what happened to the wizard. Once they got back, because they were already wanted in Claymouth, they had to clear their names, and there was a roundabout way of doing it, but they did it. The Bob and Far allowed themselves to be arrested, and then them as well as the rest of the crew found very different ways of getting things dealt with. Oh, and um, they made friends with Alanis Anastasia, who is a noble person, a regent on the Council of Regents in the city of Wesmia, city of Plymouth. And they also met Steady Chaser, who is one of the head honcho of the Azure Shield. They've also had a run-in with Bowbender, who is with a different organization altogether. Um, Finally getting themselves capturing somebody who had been spying on them, a halfling that had been following at first Jeddah and then the rest of the party afterwards, while the party was also trying to help Steady Chaser understand a little bit more about what had happened when they were first at Claymouth nearly a month and a half ago. And during their first visit to, actually, it'll probably be 2 months by now, during their first visit to Claymouth, they had a little bit of an encounter with a group called the Redeemers, who were set up in a place called the Chapel, because apparently this adventuring party, and it's an adventuring guild that had chose all these names. The and doing so, um, ended up killing somebody, and that's why they ended up leaving the city of Klamath in the first place. But the people that they had interacted with, led by a dwarf by the name of Bellifer Strongheart, had a completely different experience after they left, and they have now just started to learn a little bit about it, including the fact that there's some sort of dark energy that and power that Bellifer now has access to. So they get to the Azure Shield after having captured this halfling. They go about their business of clearing their names. And so we have to do a quick little retcon here because Jenna wasn't able to be here with us last week. And Jeddah, one of the things they had to do while they were clearing their names was learn about what they call the superior mitzvah, which was basically the overall law of Wesmia, and be able to recite the superior mitzvah and then identify what theirs was. So the superior mitzvah, and now that I put my screens down, I can't see it. The superior mitzvah, it's put it here, text. There it is. Okay, cool. So on the superior mitzvah, it goes, and you started to actually notice that the guards and other people in the city of Claymouth were actually using this as kind of like their salute to one another. They would say one of these phrases. They would say, care for life, care in death, care for balance, care of the weave, care for land, care for sea, care in craft, care in creation, and care through turmoil. And what you were explained was by a deputy or by a sheriff of the city watch, I should say. Sheriff? No. Yeah, sheriff. In any case, you were explained that you should be choosing one of these that calls to you the best. Farrar, what was the one that you selected?
Death.
Yes. And Bob selected
Land.
land. So Jeddah, I think it's actually even in the chat from last session. You can see probably
Yeah.
see all of them. Which one of those would you have said spoke to you?
Jeddah would have picked care for balance
Ah,
because before the traveler disappeared on her, he was teaching her about the balance between playing tricks all the time and maybe easing it up a little bit.
all right. Care for balance. I like it. And so, with that, you would have received papers of redemption.
I would have said
Basically,
turmoil, but
I was
this
wondering
is
about that too.
always stirring up everything.
Old Jeddah
But-
would have
But
picked
but
turmoil.
all Jedi, yeah, that's right. It's all Jedi. All Jedi with a
So-
turmoil.
We haven't killed anyone yet, so.
You have your papers of redemption, so you went back to the Azure Hall, which is where basically a large city precinct of police for the most part. That's the kind of feel you got from the place. This is also where you had taken that halfling to be imprisoned, and he was easily imprisoned. The your party was deputized on the spot. As what you had also discovered is that the city's police were now distracted by some other significant thing that had happened. Some other people being sick, they're concerned about some sort of disease or something along those lines. And so they are now very much investigating that, and it's the whole shield that seems to be investigating it. They don't have time, or so it felt, for dealing with Belifra. They have to deal with this emergent issue. And so they deputized you, gave you a little rose, eight-petaled rose kind of insignia that you have that you guys have now placed on your chests, and you guys decided that you were going to go and deal with whatever Belifra had for you. And to do so, you were going to go and collect or ask or interrogate whatever it was you were going to do, the halfling. And so you go down into underneath the Azure Hall are the dungeons where they have been keeping this halfling. You were given access to a confused shield at the door, and they let you in as they let you in, you said, well, if I remember correctly, you said we have some questions or something along those lines. And Bob tried casting Charm Person again. Didn't quite seem to take. All that was said at the end was, "That's all that I need," by the halfling. And so that's where we're picking up. And hearing that, I guess I'm going to give you guys a chance to do or say whatever it is you would want to do before we dive in.
As far as I remember, Rook is standing outside watching for any guards or any stuff.
Right, let's check that. Who all is in that room with this halfling ready for the
Me?
interrogation? Okay.
I'll be in
I
there.
think I was in there. I think everybody was in there except for you,
Ex-
wasn't it?
Except for Rook.
me.
Yeah.
Correct.
And
So-
you were a question mark, I guess. But
The halfling, with his hands kind of behind his back, kind of ekes his way up and stands up to his full height of 2'3", and looks up to you each. Says, "All right, let's have it. What do you need?"
I'm gonna punch him in the face.
just like through the bars. Just
Wait,
No,
is
you're
that
actually
bad?
both all in the room, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I just want to punch. I'm gonna start by punching in the face.
All right, just
Ask questions first. Punch later. For
I
all
thought
you
it was
know.
punch first, question after.
just don't punch him so much that he can't talk.
What are you guys? Are you guys talking about punching?
My friend
No.
here wants information, and you're gonna
There's
give it
more
to
where
him.
that comes from.
Or there's
You
more
don't-
where that comes from.
You
Where
don't
is
tell-
what do you
Bolivra?
want to know?
To the
Take-
North River or the South River?
I'll take you to her.
No, North or South. Punch him again, Frar.
I'll punch him again.
Same hand?
You're gonna kill him.
North or South?
I'm gonna lift him up and like just slam him against the wall. Talk.
All right.
I'd stop him
With
if I
you
could,
holding
but-
him up against the wall, I got to look something up here real quick.
I
Gotta
can't
remember
stop
how
him.
to
You might
do
as well
this.
just answer the questions.
Oh, for crying out loud. Work with me here. Thank you.
If you like eating solid food anyway, you'll answer the questions. Else there's gonna be a
Let's see
straw and
here.
a blender for you for the rest of your life.
Can you do a Constitution saving throw for me, please, Far?
Yes, sir.
All right. What was that? Oh, it's a big one. The hands come out from behind his back, but he is gonna do a quick strike on you, and hopefully
Is there a window
there is a
in the cell?
no, there is no window in the cell. I mean, there's a window in the door to the cell,
Yeah,
but
but
it's
there's
just
no,
it's just a
there's
stone
no-
room.
Access to the outside air, I mean.
That is correct. So I just pull up his sheet here. He is going to attack you with this. Does that hit?
No.
Um,
And I'm going to use.
I will,
Repulse.
I will help Frar to restrain him.
I'm going to use repulse and punch him back.
Hold him
All
down.
right.
I will ask you again.
Westgate.
North. Is she on the north bank or on the south bank of the river?
Just north of the city.
Thank you. And I let go.
You don't
Okay,
know what
guys.
you're getting yourselves into.
We have all we need. Let's go.
Tell us then.
What if he's lying?
Don't think
Come
that she
back.
hasn't been preparing for you.
Well, good.
We're
It wouldn't
not.
be any fun if we walked in on her unawares, would it?
We're not gonna let you walk us into her trap. So
I'm not gonna let you walk to begin with.
Ah, stop it.
okay, guys, I have a plan. Let's go.
Oh, hey,
Leave this
Tay.
little maggot behind.
No, carry on.
I walk out.
Yeah.
So.
I was going to
Okay,
have a little bit
fine.
more fun.
So, Bob, you got what you needed?
I was thinking, we're all out of cell now, right? Or
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think
Are you guys all? Did you guys all leave? Okay. Close the door behind you.
put the guard back.
Okay.
Feel a little bad for him.
Yeah. So
Okay,
you guys all exit the cell. You're walking now down this narrow corridor. Bob, you were saying.
Okay, guys. I was thinking, I think at least 3 of us in the group can locate objects by magic. So, what if we, now that we know that we need to go to the north side of the river, outside the north of town, we go up the bank, turn on magic, like rotating, using our magic to locate the gem. At some point, we should pick up the gems and Bolifera's location. That way, we can get the jump on her.
That is true. I can also pass without a trace us, so
Well, when we're close, but I think
yeah.
first we need to find her. She can't be that far away. I think the guy told us that it was not that far walk. 20, 30 minutes, I think. He told us, if I recall.
Let's do it.
Well, if Belliferous prepared for us, then wouldn't it make sense for us to be prepared as well?
I think she is prepared for him to bring us into her little trap. So at least now we can go up, scout a little bit, think of a plan when we're there.
Are there any
vote
more
Jenna
preparations
for
we should make
scouting.
before we go, or?
Well, one of the other things that you guys were going to do was meet up with Alanis Anastasia to exchange your amethyst into gold, or bones, or whatever it is that she decided she was going to give you for it.
Yeah, well, last last session we decided to gear up from that money. That's
Right,
what we still need
so
to do. We were still
let's
going to
simplify
gear
this.
up.
Let's simplify this a little bit. Are you guys going to gear up beforehand? Because it is starting to get later on in the day anyway, and so the night is falling.
If you don't mind, I don't want to do a whole shopping session. I don't know about the group.
I agree.
No,
So here's what I'm
I
going to
just-
ask you guys to do. I'm going to say, what would you guys want in your gear ups? And I will calculate, because I know you're going to have enough money for most of it. I'm just going to simply say whether or not it's available, whether or not it's like 35,000 platinum or something like that, and therefore you're not going to be able to get it. And then so I'll tell you a little bit about some of the places that you would have gotten these from, just so you have some more background for that. But I'm not going to go for the whole role play of that stuff.
Maybe we will roleplay the handing in of the amethyst, because that was like a side quest. So.
That's a different story.
Yeah.
But yeah, so think about what you guys want to actually be getting for yourselves on your gear up, and we'll go from there. But in the meantime, you guys are walking towards without too much hassle. You guys end up walking your way out of the hall. They're still all very much busy. You get a quick little nod from Steady Chaser, who's just kind of keeping track of things on this war table that they basically set up now, this war room table. And as you step out into the now kind of breezy air, the twilight sky kind of casting interesting oranges across the clouds. You guys start descending down the Azure Hall, from the Azure Hall down the Azure Hill, towards the river again, towards the dock ward, to get to the other side where you expect Atlantis Anastasia to be. As you approach the pedway, you get to the shield that are guarding that pedway, and they're very much relaxed at this point in time. The two people that are there, but they're definitely keeping eyes. They're not full stature. They're just simply kind of relaxed in position, but they are definitely keeping their eyes on everybody that goes by, and they will give you a quick little glance. You notice them looking at your insignia. Actually, firstly, they give you a nod and they say, one of them says, "Care for the weave." The other one says, "Care for balance."
Death and
Care for
destruction.
balance.
And care for craft.
Careful. What did I say? Creation.
And they give a kind of solid look at Frar, just kind of nod and let you guys go on by.
We fit in, guys.
Oh, it's about time.
I'm just happy I have a certificate now.
They looked at us like we were normal.
Well, define normal. They still looked at me.
They still gave me a weird face.
Same.
This is improvement, though.
That's true.
We're
Maybe
getting
they
better.
just don't
Didn't
see your kind often.
You didn't see them talk about us behind our back.
Have they?
That we know of.
What did he say?
And you're what? But they said, Bob, did you actually hear something as they were talking behind your back?
Just
Roll me a perception check.
natural 20.
Oh, it's a natural 20 right off there. Yeah, so with a natural 20,
Pretty sure I heard them talk about that weird blue guys and the angry of the scary red guy.
and actually, the phrase that you would have heard would have been, "Wonder where they're taking him."
Oh.
See,
No.
they're not so tolerant here as you think.
I think a face full of fish would have disappeared.
Well, we tried.
Well, you just got your certificate, so please, just don't aggravate it.
So you carry on across the pedway, making your way, veering left towards the clay smiths that you now know quite well. You walk up onto the wooden deck that seems to sort of wreathe the building, go around to the front entrance, and open up the doors. And as what you can see is Dudra immediately just this is the dragonborn that works the place. Just seems to be kind of doing some dusting up and cleaning up. And she kind of does a quick little look. Oh, right then. So upstairs, she's waiting for you.
All right.
So you guys, with Dudra's blessing, make your way up the wooden stairs that kind of creak underneath your feet as you get to the top, to an upper level. Knock on the door, and opening the door and greeting you is the very long, dark-haired Alanis Anastasia, looking a little bit perturbed, actually. And she's, yes, come on in.
Is everything okay?
Not really. But you're here for your pay, so I don't mean to be rude, but I'm just going to give you pay and have you on your way.
Seems perfectly fine for me.
That's all right and fine, but can I insight check her?
Yeah, you for certain you can. Yeah, she's definitely upset, and maybe even a little worried.
Alanis? Madame Alanis? Is everything all right?
Nothing that you should concern yourselves with. It's just been a difficult day. That's all. Here, so lay it out on the table. Let's see if we could get a good weight. And she pulls out this scale that she starts kind of and pulls out some basically some little clay discs and starts kind of setting it up as if to measure out exactly how much amethyst you guys have.
Alright, so I start putting the amethyst on the scale, and as I'm doing so, I ask her, "Are you sure? If it's something that we can help with, we'll be happy to help, I guess. Right, guys? Right?"
Yeah.
Sure.
I'll go with whatever Bob says.
Sorry, I was looking at magic items.
I don't, I don't rightly know how you can help. It's a
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
actually, I suppose that might be too much to ask. We haven't had tasters in the city of Claymouth for I can't imagine how many generations. We've never had the need.
Tasters? Like, as
People
in
who
for food?
yes, people whose job it is to make sure that the nobility doesn't fall victim to, well, really poisons. I don't know why I'm trying to hold back or be careful about this. It's just they're poisons or whatever is going on.
You have
That's
them
the only
eat
thing
poisons.
I don't know why there's some.
It's a little shady.
The regents have been, or their families in particular, have been getting sick. Brida's nephew actually passed this morning, and not in a pretty way by the sounds of things. That something tore through his body.
I'm so sorry, but I don't think poison would tear through someone's body, would it?
Well, that's I don't know what it was. They've been able to track it down to fish.
So it's a parasite.
What do you want me to take a look? I'm a little bit of a healer. Maybe I can discern what's going
They've
on.
had the Mystic Mother looking at them, and it wasn't just Marcel that actually got sick. Like, there was. I'm sorry, I got to pull up my notes here now. There was another name I had. Lavia, is that right? Where would I put it? This would have been. Rats, I can't find my stuff now. Go figure. Nope, that's not the button. She will say the medical mother's already healed one of the other regents, who also came down with this strange illness. The shield are in a tizzy right now. They're trying to make sure that nobody else becomes sick. But the only thing I can think of is if there's like fish is the main diet here in Claymouth. You tell us not to eat fish. It's like telling a Fuensian not to eat bread. It's not going to happen.
I don't eat bread. Too many carbs.
Well, those Fuensian dandies, they tend to like their rich foods. So
That is true.
Have you guys tried bugs? They're full of protein.
like the goblins do.
Oh, goblins do that? Oops.
Well, I mean, that's what I'm told. I don't know that for sure,
Oh,
but that's
apparently reality too.
You should try nut butter.
It's canon
nut butter.
It's tasty, and it doesn't have meat.
This is something you have regularly.
Well, sometimes. Actually, I've only had it once in my life.
And she's doing all this while also trying to measure out all your amethyst too. Looks at one of them, kind of goes a little eyes wide, and just continuing to measure them out in front of you easily, so you could see what all is happening. So those of you who are a little bit less trusting do not feel as though. And she's making a very obvious show of trying to earn some trust here a little bit. I don't rightly know if you can do anything, Sweet Rook, but I do believe there is an opportunity for me to ask you, once I have a better understanding, what my threat is. At the very least, if it comes right down to it, I may simply ask you to be around.
Understandable, and
Certainly.
we'd be happy to. In the meantime, we'll be doing some errands, and you can keep an ear to the ground.
Would you stay at the villa this evening?
Oh,
I don't think so. We have business out of town.
yes.
Okay.
Unfortunately. As far as tasters go, do you? I've heard stories of, you know, prisoners being put to use for, work and things like that.
That
That
would
is
earn them
grim.
some redemption. That's a very good idea,
Am I the only
I
one who
think.
thinks this is grim?
Well, it
Who's grim?
is, but
It is. In any case, I'm gonna get each of you guys. Could you guys each roll for me 4d20s?
God
Okay,
damn!
those are some decent ones. Let's see here. They all. There we go. Okay, so 16.
Wow.
Now I gotta math it. Hang the phone. I gotta actually let people in the chat see these rolls here now too, don't I? Let's do that. Bing, and let's see here. Oh, I've got that all mixed up. And I haven't actually even gotten into the game here for the chatters to see the rolls yet. Let's solve that issue right here, right now. There. Now you'll be able to see some rolls theoretically. Thanks, Guy. 164. So call that the approximation of 1,640 platinum. The equivalent of that.
Is that so? How much did you say?
1,640
1,640.
platinum.
That's it.
So wouldn't that be like 16,000?
400 gold. Yeah.
I think that's a
Ooh,
little.
buddy!
I think that's
a lot
a.
of bones.
I think that's a little bit low, to be honest.
Okay, roll me a persuasion check.
As you can see, before we have already sold 3 of our amethyst for 60 platinum. So the average price should be 20 platinum per amethyst. We have 93 of them, which should be approximately 1900 platinum.
All right. And your
One
persuasion check?
one thing I learned from my pap is calculation. A 9.
She says 19, Well, the 3 amethyst I picked for you were the pick of the litter. And that's why they were paid so well. There's a number here that
Not really
are
sure.
nearly only better than dust. I'll go for 18. Or sorry, for 1,800 platinum. But I don't think it would be reasonable for me to go much more. Especially when I might need to be pulling things in from the timer mint here soon.
What do you think, guys? That would mean almost 360 gold pieces per person for shopping.
right?
I
Because
mean,
there's 5 of you.
that's a lot.
Wait, I thought it was platinum.
It is platinum.
360 platinum per person.
I mean, I think we could work with that.
Deal. And I shake her hand.
I
We are
have to
looking
admit,
to. We are looking for some shopping actually, so maybe we can see if some of the items we are requiring are in your possession.
uh, I don't know that I'll have much. Are you looking for magical items? I'm just a
Yes.
claysmith.
Oh, sorry. I forgot we're in the wrong shop.
I mean,
No,
if you know
we'll
any shops.
we'll take coin. Yeah, we know the shops. We've been there before. It's
All right.
the White Mask or the Second Chance or the
Yeah,
Stone Gauntlet are the
the
three.
stone gauntlet is probably your big one. Second chance might be a good one too, just by sneaks.
Second Chance is like the second hand stuff.
Yeah, but you never know what you're gonna find in the thrift
True,
shop,
that's
right?
true.
So,
That's true.
I think thrift shops are exciting. You find
I
really good
love
things
myself a
there.
thrift
That's
shop.
true.
We'll take coin. Thank you.
Okay, so let's see here.
We will be paid in platinum.
You would be paid in. Yeah, she would pay you in platinum. She would have this.
Okay.
She will ask you just to wait in this room, and she'll go to a completely different place. And so you're still in this room with your amethyst, bagged up. The amethyst is now bagged up, and about a minute later, she comes back and pulls this. It has like 5 satchels, and then this large bag just kind of crink. You can hear the coin clank onto the tabletop. She opens it up and she starts measuring things out on the scale and just. Well, I suppose. Would you rather it all as with one person, or would you rather me separate it into the 5 bags?
No, we'll divide it, seeing the weight. So
Yeah.
everybody
Okay.
can take 360 platinum.
Well, here's
pieces.
some bags for you to
Thank you.
carry what you need. Some coin purses for you that are a little bit bigger. You're going to need them. And in the course of the next couple of moments, she counts out her 1800 platinum. You watch her as she's measuring weights on the scale to do so, and passes it over to you to put into one of the bags at the very least. But she's given you some extra coin purses if you need them.
Awesome.
This is exactly my size. Thank you.
Alanis, do you have another coin purse, please?
What for? I'm sure I do.
I just want to double bag it, so just in case, you know.
It's a good point.
I also have one that fits a halfling.
You mean like putting a halfling in a bag?
Metaphorically.
Well, we have burlap sacks down on the dock. Why would you need to do such a thing?
It's just a metaphor.
He likes to compare the sizes of things to the sizes of people. That's the easiest way for him. It's something about the size of a halfling that we need to carry around. It's the
Yeah,
easiest
he
way
doesn't
that he
really
knows
use
to-
the metric system.
Right.
The
We have a
metric
different system back home.
Exactly. You see,
if
the
you need a
problem-
burlap sack, I'm sure there's something on
Yeah.
the dock for you. I don't understand it, but apparently I'm not
Apologies.
supposed to.
Neither
He's
do
from
we,
he's from
honestly, just-
Stiag, so
Right, just go with it.
they do it differently in Stiag.
They do everything differently in Stiag.
I haven't told you about the grim parts of it yet.
All right. Shall we go,
Good
people?
luck in your shopping.
We're kind of in a hurry.
Yeah.
Thank you once
Okay,
again,
guys.
Alanis.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye-bye.
So she lets you guys out. You guys get give it another little
360 PP.
greeting to Dudra, and you step your way out. So what do you guys want? And I'll give you some hints as to where it would be, and we'll just maybe do some quick
Okay.
rolls.
It would be awesome to buy a necklace of prayer beads,
Okay.
but you have to tell me if it is within my price range. Otherwise, we will not have to negotiate.
Of course.
Because
Necklace
it's
of prayer.
in the PDF that we used before together, which I now know your prices are higher. it's already 3,500.
Well, in Claymouth of all places, it might actually be lower.
Yeah, but I also bought my goggles here, and that was also higher.
Yeah, but the difference is this one's a religious artifact,
Okay.
so
All right.
that might change things up a little bit. I got to pull up my sheets
Okay.
here. Oh no, that's not the place I'm gonna look. I gotta look in here.
And everybody else, do you also know what you want? I put the PDF in Discord. You can
Alright,
check the
checking
prices
the
a little
list
bit.
while you guys
So
shop.
Thank you.
mostly you should check the blue items. Those are in the nice price range for you to shop now. And yeah, I would suggest this is the time to buy like +1 armors, +1 shields, +1 weapons if you have them. I mean, I got graciously granted my stuff from Windy, but maybe if you guys are
That's
falling
great.
short, you can get some money from me.
Why can't I find it?
I have
Because
a
I'm not
couple
using the right
things in
thing.
mind for Jeddah.
Yeah?
Okay, Jenna, what are you thinking?
So I wanted to check. Let me make sure this is the right item. A pearl of power basically gives you an extra
Ooh.
spell, right?
Think bigger. Come on.
So actually I'm going to come back to Sky for just a brief moment.
Yeah, no problem.
There's a variety of different types of prayer beads that you can get. Is there a particular type you're trying to go for?
I think you have to roll for it.
Yeah, to a certain extent. I mean, we're shopping, so tell me, is there one that you would prefer?
Wind walk.
Yeah, okay. There.
And it depends. I mean, I think if you allow it to be there one, then just roll for the one that I find. I think, or unless you think
Well,
otherwise. But
Windwalk would definitely be super costly. The blessing and curing ones are going to be like super cheap, comparatively speaking. Even the smiting one, actually, the smiting one's going to be even less. But the summons one is going to be kind of ridiculous.
I'm gonna shop for something else then.
Okay.
I thought you were gonna leave it up to the dice gods. But
Not this time. There's actually a plan for that this time. So you said, Jetta, what did you say? You said Pearl of Power.
Yeah, I'm actually looking at one thing that might be better. Hold on.
Okay, I'll come back to you then. Anybody
But
else got something in
like
particular you're looking for?
like the mace of smiting, or get some nasty weapon, guys. Come on. I talked to
Bring on the Vorpal Sword requests is what we're going for. Yeah.
That's the purple. That's our.
I'm actually looking for a flame tongue rapier and
Ooh.
to see if I can make a giant rib bow.
Flame tongue was also something Dick was talking about, I think.
Hey.
Yeah, but I don't use swords.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
Guess what weapon are you using?
Axes and anything that can crush.
Yeah, you have the Berserker axe, for instance. Or there are
Ooh,
several
Berserker
axes
axe.
in the list.
Yep.
Trying to find it. Well, I want to get more protection.
That's
Get
not a
I'm
bad
armor
idea.
plus
getting a
one.
condom.
Or get the cloak of displacement.
What is that? I don't know these.
You're always blurring with cloak of displacement, so they always have disadvantage on attack throws against you.
Ooh, how much is that? Or what is it called?
The cloak of displacement.
Displacement. It's
Okay.
4,500 P.
Yeah, that's not Windy's price.
Yeah, it
Oh,
would be
okay.
more
Yeah,
than
my
that,
price might be a
so-
bit different. So a flame tongue,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, you are likely to find one rook at the Stone Gauntlet.
Alright.
There hasn't been an awful lot of battles, so they might actually be Stone Gauntlet might actually have some like there's no war that Wesme has been involved in, so all of the magical artifacts have either been placed either in the second chance for people who are not fighting anymore, and like probate has sold things to this shop kind of thing, or to the Stone Gauntlet who has been enchanting things and forging things.
Already know what
So you could find that. I would get you to roll for me a persuasion check, just to we're skipping the role play side of things,
Sure.
and I'll do a quick
Persuasion.
little cover for you.
All right. 16.
Okay, with a 16. So the owner, you meet this owner, a high elf, um, with blonde hair and some almost bronze-colored, kind of glittering tattoos that kind of go across his face and down his neck. Um, his name is Vanuath Nyalo. Um, for anybody who watches our Roll for Wishes campaign, Peleesh would be Vanuath's long lost brother. Anyway, so that brings us to, so you would be able to, with 16, convince him to sell it to you for probably all of your 360
Platinum? Everything?
platinum. Yeah.
I'll consider it. Thank you so much. I'll walk out.
Okay. Cloak of displacement, belt of hill giant strength. Okay.
The displacement cloak is probably too.
Too expensive.
Those are both going to be way too expensive.
So is the belt, some of them at least.
Here we go. Okay, cloak of. Oh man, where did it go? I was just looking at it. Cloak of display. Oh yeah, cloak of displacement. Way too expensive. Sorry.
What about
But
the hill giant?
that's what I'm gonna look. Belt
So what is
of hill.
your strength at the moment?
17.
Okay.
Belt of giant strength. Wow. Giant. Okay, hill. Oh, that's a little bit more reasonable.
Yeah, the hill
Yeah,
giant one is okay. Right?
yeah. That one I would get. You would be able to get for 300 of your 360 gold.
I'll take it.
Okay.
It is up to
300 of your 360 platinum, I should say. Sorry, I kept on saying gold. I should have said platinum. So you'd be left with 60 platinum. You good with that?
Yeah.
Okay. So you have
Strength.
yourself. You would get this belt of hill giant strength actually from the second chance. You wouldn't get that from the stone gauntlet. And so the second chance is run by a. Hang on. Second chance is run by. Oh, you would actually meet this person, and he would also be expressing the same kind of worried expression that Alanis Anastasia would. His name is Sebastian Rushart, and he is, um, yeah, he's very protective. And there is actually 2 shield at his establishment when you go to visit.
Okay, so he's not gonna sell it to me?
Oh no, he'll sell it to you, but he's going to try and get you in and get you out as quick as he can. And the shield are
Right.
very much going to be watching you. In particularly, they're going to be watching you very, 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 very carefully, to the point of being like 1 foot away from your shoulder at all times.
I'm very used to this.
Fair enough. Staff of Healing, Pearl of Power, +1 shield. So let's have a look at the Staff of Healing.
Do I just put it in the item finder thing?
Yeah, if you put it in the item finder, that you should be able to just drag it over. Staff of Healing. Actually, Staff of Healing. Roll me a persuasion check. This might be a good persuasion check. Will put this in your price range.
Hell yeah! Fuck, I'm strong.
Hold on 1 second. Can I cast guidance on myself, knowing that I'm
That
trying to
I would
persuade-
allow. This time I
Okay.
could.
14 plus 4, 18.
Oh. Okay. Now I have to roll against it. And you would get this. You wouldn't actually get this from either one of these establishments. Staff of Healing. Oh, I rolled shitty, so you get it. But it would be
Yay!
all 360 of your platinum.
Ooh. Good news is I still have some gold pieces left, so I will take it.
Okay, so with your staff of healing, you would get that from a place called the Medical Mother, who is particularly busy, and the main person who operates the Medical Mother, who is, I actually just had their sheet up here. The Medical Mother, um, uh, Ty Bigheart, a halfling who operates the Medical Mother, which is interesting because you think as you walk in that you are going to find somebody who identifies more as female than Ty does. Ty is fairly lithe looking, thin, almost waif like halfling, but is very, very, very busy and notices your arrival. First thing that he's going to ask you is, um, "Are you sick?" And there are like 12 shield at this place, kind of watching over individual beds. Are you sick? Um, and hearing that you're not, then he just ushers you towards one of the other clerics that are in the building, and the cleric is able to make this exchange for you, and immediately will take your platinum and leave the building. Um, for what purpose you don't know, but you get the sense that they kind of needed the coin.
Got it. Cool. I have a staff of healing. Yay.
All
My
right,
my turn.
yeah, go for it if you'd like. If you've got something.
I was looking for glamored studded armor, and also Rook, by the way. So we will go together.
Awesome.
And then for me also an amulet of health.
Ah, yes.
Um,
So you would have gotten this at the medical mother as well. Roll me a persuasion check, both of you. Sorry, the studded leather armor you would be getting at the stone gauntlet.
Glamored studded armor.
Yeah, glamour.
Glamored, yeah.
Yeah,
So that
glamour.
is +1 studded leather armor that can change appearance whenever you say. Come on, 11.
Okay, so with an 11, I don't think you'll be able to get both the amulet and the studded leather, the glamour studded leather. Um, you would be able to get for sure the amulet with that roll. You would be able to get that for 300 of your platinum, but that would put the glamour studded leather out of your range. Um, or
Wait,
you could each,
the
or you
amulet
get
is 300?
yeah,
Okay, that's a bit
or
steep.
it is a bit steep. They kind of are using it, and they are. Um, you could get the glamored armor for about 100 platinum each.
I am buying myself one.
You got yourself some glamored armor.
All right.
Reese, you got anything that's grabbing your attention?
I keep coming back to one thing.
And that is
A weapon of warning.
ah
Hey, I was about to get that too. Let's go together.
okay.
Like in
Are
that
you gonna
PDF
get
from
one?
my, an amulet is 50 platinum.
Oh gosh, which PDF are you using? Are you using
Yeah,
Sane's?
no, I'm using the one you used way back when we were at No Bets. I still
Oh
use that one.
Rook, are
gosh.
you
That's the which one is that? The Magic Item Marketplace. I got that from you, I think, from Zero Gaming.
Yeah, and the amulet of hang on, let me find that amulet again. Amulet of Health. Sane lists it as 8,000. Dungeon Master's Guide goes 500 to 5,000. So, yeah,
Yeah.
50. That's somebody else's world.
Nee,
um,
platinum asset, 500 gold pieces. It says here.
um,
Oh, yeah, okay.
yeah.
300. I will deduct. I will buy the amulet.
Okay, so you got the amulet then, and going for Reese. Sorry, you were saying. I'm sorry, you were saying the.
I was asking Rook if she was planning on getting one of those.
Yeah,
'Cause we
sure.
don't need two of them.
I'm looking for a rapier of warning.
Okay, well we don't need two of them then, so never mind that.
Okay. Well, you might decide to change your mind because with a weapon of warning, I can actually read up on this guy here real
I know
quick. Just
you
give me
get
1 second.
advantage on your initiative, but advantage on initiative doesn't really matter for me. I don't necessarily need to worry about going before everybody else.
Right. So your weapon
So
of warning,
what's
giving you
the
advantage on initiative. I see. Yeah, that price is dumb. You would be able to find something like that for with that persuasion check. Actually, no, you'd have to do a new persuasion check in this one if that's something you really want, bro. Ooh, yeah, you're gonna get it for about 200 platinum.
Uh, Never mind then. Maybe you want it, Reese.
yeah, if you're not gonna get one, I'll get one for 200 platinum.
All right, 200 platinum, one weapon of warning, and
I'll get a
um
rapier if they got one.
they would have that for sure.
I don't know how
Rapiers
to
seem to
add
be
that
in
to my
high supply,
sheet on
Claymouth.
Roll20. I don't
Hang
know how
tight.
to use Roll20. Do.
Let's go like this. So let me just
How do
see
I
if
do
it's
it?
actually in my compendium. If it is, then you should be able to find it. Oh, come on. Yeah. So if you go into the little eye icon at the top right corner of in the chat window of it, you'll type in weapon of warning. Then you could just drag it onto your sheet, and it'll just put it right there for you. You could rename it to rapier of warning if you wanted to, but put it on your sheet first. Then you can rename it all you want. Okay. Um,
My
what else we
HP
got going
goes.
on?
My HP will go up with 10. So I will go from
Nice.
38 to 48 while wearing the amulet.
Hey.
All right. Let's put that on there. So, is there
Um,
any other stats that get changed by this, guys?
in Claymouth, there's normal armor prices as stated in player handbook.
Definitely, yes.
Okay, then I will go along with Frar and give him 50 of my platinum so he can buy a plate armor. Here you go, my brother. You can have it.
Thank you, Bob.
Now, here's the thing. 50 of your gold, right? So 5 platinum,
No,
basically.
no, no, 50 platinum.
50 platinum. Oh, for play. Yeah. No, you're right. Sorry,
He
50
had
platinum.
100, I had 50, so together it's 1500 gold pieces.
Beauty. This is at the Stone Gauntlet, so you guys will have spent a decent amount of time at the Stone Gauntlet, and Van Wath will have been asking you guys a little bit about your exploits. How much of your activities that you have experienced together as a party, and maybe even a bit before, do you share?
Definitely, I would have mentioned our heroes of Hillhome, saving the saviors of Hillhome from a giant to try to get the heroes discount.
Okay. He doesn't give you the heroes discount as way by way of saying less coin. He does say you don't. He will try to convince you to pick up the armor in the morning because he's got an idea.
I will show the badge that we have. We're deputies, and we kind of
This,
need that.
you can still have it in the morning. If you let me, I have this. I have an idea. It's listening to your stories is kind of. I haven't had a chance to actually show my artistry for a while. I would
I've
really like a
started a
chance.
tribe.
Okay. Which
Does that give you more ideas?
depends on the tribe.
Stiag.
Hmm. Okay. But you're still called these nuts.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, I have ideas. But by this point in time, it's late evening, by the way, that you're getting through all these things, because this is how much time it's taking for you to get all the shopping done. But yeah, he'd say if you pick it up in the morning, I'll have something for you.
I think we can do that, right, Bob? You've been patient.
Okay. All right. He just takes the plate, takes the first plate, and just kind of hauls it to the back of his forge, because that's what it is. It's a forge with a lovely front entry, like showroom of all of the art, of all of the wares that he produces. So he takes it back into the forge, and you can hear him start to kind of pump up some bellows as well. But before we finish that all off, is there anything else
I just
that you guys
wanted
would
to
like to
know
do?
if I could swap my regular leather armor for studded leather somewhere.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you can borrow mine. My old one. Does it fit you?
I'll get some nice shiny new studded leather that doesn't smell like girl sweat.
I don't smell.
Sure you don't.
Oh, besides,
Yeah.
this is like really small for you.
You'd be able to do that at the Stone Gauntlet, no problem.
Are you calling me fat?
How much is an cloak of protection?
Local protection.
I'm calling you tall. You're much taller than me.
Is it a straight swap or does it? How
Oh.
much is this gonna cost? 45.
It'd cost you like, if I remember correctly, like 3 platinum.
Tight.
Local
30?
protection.
All I need.
Yeah, 30 gold, 3 platinum.
Do
Prices
they
are going
have-
everywhere. This is like way crazy cheaper than on my list.
Hang on. What am I? What is the regular price for studded leather armor though?
Like 45.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And regular leather armor. Oh, hang on. No.
Oh, you're
I-
talking to
I was
him,
thinking
30 gold pieces.
Yeah.
To who are you talking the price? Are
To
you
Reese.
talking to
To
sorry,
Reese.
I was
Yeah.
I came through
No,
it with
cloak
my
of
cloak,
protection.
sorry.
Yeah.
My
Cloak of
apologies,
protection
I'm
would be
interrupting.
around.
No, I'll just shut up. Reese is doing his shopping. Excuse.
No,
my
I'm done.
apologies.
That's all I needed was the. I'm done. I'm done. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
So cloak of protection, you could go for 100.
Done. I will give 10 platinum pieces.
That will
Do-
come from the second chance.
Do they have? Do you have 2?
Wait, we 100
Ah,
platinum for a
starts-
cloak of protection?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want 100 platinum for a cloak of protection. Sure.
Yeah. Oh
All
my
right. So
god. Come on.
so they're pushing
Plus-
through.
Up.
Plus
Just
1
like
AC
all
and
these.
plus 1 on the saving throws. Come on.
Yeah, like you're going through the Zellers right now of all of this leftover material that they're not necessarily the most, or actually, what I will say, roll a history check.
Do you have one in turquoise?
Actually, it's going to be
Oh,
Reese
can
who'd
I
have to
get
roll
one
this history
too?
check, because Bob definitely won't know this.
All right.
History. Fuck. I'm so intelligent.
This is, you get the sense that it is maybe from Palia. With there's some filigree put onto your cloak of protection that seems to evoke the images of the shark, of Estes, the eternal shark. It also is
Sure.
very darkly colored, like almost like a purple velvet, without actually having enough color to be purple. Like you'd have to put it in some really bright light to see the purple hues.
I can fuck with that.
Okay. The one that Bob gets is very much a Wesleyan made. You even see some of the little roses that everybody seems to value so much inlaid in where pauldrons would have been for your cloak.
Is there a red one?
Is there a red one?
Yes.
That would come from. Yeah, you do. You see one that has obviously got the influence of Aethan the Fine Weaver on it.
Okay. I will,
Gold filigree on that one. Gold colored. It actually looks more like it's a yellow thread, but when it's paired up with the red, it looks gold.
I will buy it. Can you wrap it? It's a gift.
I can. Who is it a gift for?
For my red friend, hence the red cape.
Ah,
Wait. I'm red.
Thank you.
Frog, darling, come over here and look at this thing that I found for a minute. Why don't you? I'm like guide him away so that you can like.
there you go. Nice.
Like you guide a child away so the parent can buy a Christmas present without them seeing, you know.
I love you.
Look at this thing.
I
for a
love it,
minute.
I love
Look
it,
at
love
the
it, love it.
rabbits. Look at the
Okay,
flowers.
I'll pay with 10 platinum.
You look fabulous.
Look at the flowers.
Oh
is
no,
something
it's
else,
a whole.
man.
It's 100 platinum. It's 100 platinum.
Oh, sorry. I was confused with the gold pieces.
Yeah, no, this is 100 platinum.
Oh yeah, then my apologies. I don't have that money.
Okay,
I
okay,
only
okay.
have 20,
How much?
platinum on me.
You know, we've spent a lot of money here today. What about a 80 for the second one?
Pull
Wait,
persuasion check.
do you guys have Cloak of the Elven kind? I'm trying to get in a word, but you guys are all shopping.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I think we get everything for free today, actually. You pay us
Hey!
for the
Oh,
cloak.
nice.
We'll take the shop.
Actually, with the amount that. Hang on.
For 20? Yeah.
We spent
48.
so much money. I think just kind of a bundle or something.
I have several things I want to get to, guys.
Okay, we can still do it.
She's with
Yeah.
us, in fact.
Okay, so let's go. Let's find out everything that you want here too, Brooke, and then I'm gonna work this lovely nat 20 into the things.
Oh shit, let's go. Alright, Cloak of Elven kind.
Hi, buddy.
A +1 weapon, since I couldn't get a weapon of warning, and it's
Okay,
expensive.
rapier.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll go to the bowyer to have the giant rib bow made.
Oh, that's right. Bowyer. Who's my bowyer?
Who's your
boy.
bowyer?
Boy.
It's a
You would actually go
bowyer.
to a place called Second Flower Woodworking for that, and so that would be a separate check. Where is that? Second Flower Woodworking. And you would meet a person by the name of Wenner Bigheart.
Winner Big Heart.
And so the bone is taller than he is, and so but you can see he's got this contraptions for dealing with it because he's just a little halfling dude.
Oh no.
But yeah, you bring the bow. Okay. So for his work on the bow, oh, hang on, I gotta find my stuff here. Okay.
Not to be a shopping episode anyway.
Oh,
Even
well,
without the
We're trying to do
roleplay.
it fast. Trying to do it as fast as I can. Okay.
If this was fast,
so-
imagine how it was normally.
It happens.
Oh, man.
Sometimes
Plus,
it has to happen.
I'm gonna say that 300. How much? Yeah, 300 platinum is probably what he would ask for working with this bone, this giant bone to turn it into a bow.
Oh.
But he said, but it will be the absolute best bow you have ever used.
Can I use intimidation?
Maybe we just put a down payment on this and he works on it. It's going to take you a bit to make this, obviously. It's not going to take overnight. So maybe we put a down payment, leave it with him, and we come back, a couple of days or
That would work
whatever
fine.
with more money. We'll have more money by then.
Hopefully, yeah. Sure.
For
Will you
sure.
accept?
After we have catched the lift.
Will you
Exactly.
accept 150 platinum for down payment?
That'll be enough, yeah.
Is that really the best price?
It's my price. It's my time in this case that you're buying.
I'm going to look at him
Very
and
well.
I'm like, are you sure? And then cast intimidation.
He's got brave, and so he says, with his advantage on his bravery, he got that nat 20 on the first roll. He's like, "Yep, that's normal."
Oh my god.
Care for creation.
Guys,
Now,
guts.
this man is putting hard work and effort and time into this. We're not just buying something he's already had that he bought off of somebody else. That's different.
Yeah.
Roll
it's
persuasion with
perfectly fine.
advantage,
Who, me?
or Reese.
I
I'll take
guess
it.
Reese.
Shit. I'm just on my shit tonight. 22.
There it is, 22. Yeah, it's just care for creation indeed. Tell you what, if I could, I'll work on it, and I'll put in a special bow. I'll put in a special string for you. Give it a little bit
Sounds
more of a
good, man.
snap.
Sounds really great. Thank you so much.
That's a master craftsman right there.
Right, 150 gold down. 150 platinum down.
Yes, and don't forget, write it in your sheet because the DM is not going to keep track of your stuff. Y'all go back and get it from the Second Flower Woodworking. Second Flower Woodworking.
Gizmo,
How
you
about
keep
an,
rocking
A +1 shield if we're there anyway.
That one won't have the shield. The Stone Gauntlet would have the
Sorry.
shield. but you could comfortably get a +1 shield for like
Like a
40
little
to
shield.
50.
I have that
Yeah.
little wooden shield.
Oh, like a little buckler kind of size
Yep,
shield
yeah,
kind
yeah.
of thing.
Even
I'm
made
in
out
for
of
that.
wood, so.
Okay,
Steal a barrel
so
bullet.
make it 40 gold on that one. Or sorry, 40 platinum on that one.
I was looking for that too, so I'll second that.
Okay, yeah.
You go. I'm out of money anyway. So.
Okay, so you can get that buckler if you would like. Then Jetta.
Cloak of Elvenkind.
Cloak of Elvenkind, right, sorry. Oh my goodness. Elvenkind. Ding. And ding. Right, so Cloak of Elvenkind. With that nat 20, what he would do is if you were willing to go with the 80 that was suggested by Reese, he would do, and because of all the other stuff that you've also bought at the second chance joint, he would also throw in the red cloak that Bob was going to get for Frar, with the explanation that here's the deal: when people ask you
Yes?
where you get your shit, you say the second chance.
The second chance.
The second hand.
Sounds reasonable.
No,
Second
no, no,
chance.
second chance.
That's what I said.
Second chance in Claymouth. And your name was.
Uh, you're making me jump around my notes. Thank
I
you.
know. I've made you so excited you've forgotten your own name. I know it happens around me. I have that effect on people. Can I help you,
Sebastian.
What is
Sebastian
Sebastian
Rushart.
Rushart. Yeah.
Rushart? Sebastian Rushart.
Sebastian with a
Second
W, not a
chance.
B.
Sebastian, I see.
Sebastian.
What?
Certainly memorable.
Sebastian.
So these lovely cloaks are from the second chance, and if they want to look for these kinds of cloaks, we'll make sure to mention your name.
Or
Absolutely.
anything
You know,
of the
I'm
like.
a bit of a bard. Maybe I'll even write you a little jingle. Sing your praises, literally and figuratively, while we're on the
That
road.
would
How'd you like
be
that?
amazing.
I know. We're pretty great.
My war
And so
cry
you
will
get
be
this
your name.
very. He's having that like throughout this entire time. He's been slightly distracted, and the shield have been, that are by the shop are actually still kind of keeping watch over you guys. So he's got these moments of joy at the suggestion of having somebody write for his shop a jingle, but also nervous glances and just kind of looking over his shoulder all the time while all this is happening.
Are there other customers other than us?
There is one other person in, but they're definitely not going through the high. Like you're going through the high end tags on these clothing racks. They're at the other end amongst the tattered, like not even vestments. They're just clothes that somebody else has put together, wool and cotton things.
I call out to them, hey, check this stuff out over here. They're better quality.
You kind of look over it, and you can see this grease-smeared brow of a Goliath. Kind of look up over top. Oh yeah, not on my price, and then just kind of dips back down.
Not everybody is as filthy, stinking rich as we are, darling.
I know, but still. While talking to Reese, I'll keep an eye on that Goliath.
Right, are we done here? We've got lots to do, lots to see.
People to
How
kill.
much do we owe you altogether?
Gosh, I didn't do the math. So for your what have we not claimed? We've given you the cloak of protection for free on that one. It would be 80 gold for the cloak of Elvenkind.
80
What else are we
gold?
missing? Yep.
80 platinum, I think you mean.
Yeah, sorry, 80 platinum. Sorry, 80 platinum. Jeez, man. 80 platinum. And
100 for my cloak.
yes.
Platinum for 80 gold.
Is that it? Just those
I think
three?
that covers it. Yeah, I think that covered it.
Okay, so.
Jed, are we missing anything for you?
I already wrote down my +1 shield, so we're good.
Okay. And Far, are we good for you?
Do I pay for the armor now?
Yeah, you would have paid for the armor. Oh, you would have paid for it up front.
How much was it again?
150 platinum pieces.
There.
And you got 50 from me, so 100 for you.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that's it.
Okay. All right. As you finalize your final payment at the second chance, you step out of it, and you guys realize, oh, you've
Get
been
some
at this for a
potions,
while.
guys.
All of the the lights on this side of the city, which you're currently in the um, what's known as Gelder Village, which is already a bit of a chancy spot for you, Reese is.
Mhm.
Um, but you kind of look out amongst into the sky, cloud-covered sky, and it is dark. The only light left out here now is whatever lights have been lit on the sconces that kind of line the city streetways. And the streetways are somewhat tight here. You can't get large, like multiple wagons down the streets, but the villas are nice,
Put on my
and
goggles of night.
so you can easily see comfortably in the dark now. And yes, you did get the cloak bar. Um, the but it is definitely the only. There's only a few establishments that you can see. You're on the side of the hill. You can look out and see much of the what you are now understanding is the lower class side of the river. And you can see a couple of spots that seem to have some lights and some activity, but for the most part, the city is kind of getting shut down.
Oh, it's been. We took that long shopping? Oh dear.
Let's
We have to
find
get
an inn,
back.
I would say, and get the armor tomorrow from Frar and then head into the north of the river.
Yes.
Let's see.
Wait,
Other
we're staying in this area and not going back to where Alanis is? I mean, she invited us to stay at her villa, if I remember correctly.
You're getting compliments for your handlebar, Dick.
Oh, I haven't. You guys have. I haven't been looking at the chat at all. Hey there, Ronish. Good to see you there.
What did he
Um,
say?
that guy has a beautiful handlebar. That's
Hell
what he
yeah,
said right there.
brother.
It's pretty gorgeous.
You had me
Honestly,
shopping, so I couldn't even
gorgeous.
see it.
This is temporary though. I am going clean shaven by next session, so
Oh well.
winter's
I'm
done.
sure
So.
Ronish won't hold it against you. Um, the if you're looking for a particular place to stay, you're in Gelder Village. You happen to be nearby the Firebird Suites again.
Why not?
Oh, sweet.
Might as well.
Firebird Suites it
Sweet.
is.
All right. So you
Gizmodus
guys.
Lushek, what is your problem today? You
I love that. The
So-
climbing on furniture.
I love that
Shit.
name. That's a
Yeah,
brilliant name
it's
for a cat. It's totally
such a
on.
magical name.
Yeah. So you guys step back in, and the party has already started a little bit here because of how late it is. But as soon as you step in, you see it's a happening joint already, and there's already a bard playing.
Reese, have a music battle with him.
Would it even be a battle, though? Really, it would be a massacre.
I like
Are we
that.
killing him?
And so
Which roll
he's
tra-
Metaphorically.
not anywhere near as animated as you are. He's sitting up. You see this long blonde-haired elf with again some more filigree across his face of tattoos across his face, and just playing a lovely background piece of music on his lute. Um, you do see beads of sweat across his brow, and the energy, the vibe you get at the moment, the energy you get is that he might actually be just taking a little bit of a down moment on his set. Maybe even singing to that little halfling girl in the front row.
Very, very sweet. Actually, I'm not gonna like jump on stage and interrupt his performance or something. That's like an immensively what? an
I'm here for the word.
dickish move. So we're
Hey,
not gonna do that.
I take offense
What
to
we're
that.
gonna what we're gonna do what we're gonna do instead is we're gonna do a little wolf whistle. We're gonna give this guy a little bardic inspiration. Give him a little,
Oh,
you
nice.
know,
All right.
little
He
good
takes
going,
that bardic
mate.
inspiration and looks at you immediately, gives a kind of a knowing nod, and immediately jumps into a
There we
song that
go.
you recognize as a high energy song of the exploits of Erden Cianadel, bard and traveler of Sunbell.
Yeah, I know it well. Uh, Good on him.
Yeah, just
You got this. You sweaty
so
elf.
I'm gonna give you
And I
guys a
would
roll
like
up.
to.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, I would like to cast minor illusion to make some drum beats to the music. Get this party going.
Roll me a performance check.
I will go play something later when he's done, probably though. At some point,
Sure.
it'll end up happening. It always does.
I'm playing it offbeat. I am so
Yeah,
sorry, guys.
yeah. You start playing something offbeat. It's like,
No, not on 1 and 3.
oh, thank
Wait,
you.
it sounds like that.
DM gives you inspiration simply for saying that.
I'll take it.
All right, sorry, I got very animated there. I'm good now. All right, so yeah, you're, and he's you watch the bard is like, God, if I'm not, you get the sense in your own head, Reese, you're kind of saying, oh God, if he doesn't try to fix that, it's gonna sound like a country hoedown, and yeah, just his best efforts are pretty good, and you do give him some kudos. You know, a good musician appreciates a good musician, and will always support them no matter what. Especially when you have some people clapping in the crowd on 1 and 3. And unfortunately, there's enough country bumpkins here in this establishment that they start thumping on 1 and 3 with Rook. But that is like you get one side of the bar. It's like no, on 2 and 4
Oh no,
instead.
it's just
It's like
constant.
battling beats. And after a little bit, Airden, the bard, actually, who's now introduced himself to the, was like, just playing playing off of it a little bit. So making the audience engagement work.
That's how you do it. You make it work.
No music. Maybe I'm just not. My music's not strong enough. There we go. Well, it's quiet right now. That would be why. Okay.
This is actually really good.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
great.
I dig this.
I should find some proper bard music. Where's my there we go.
It's
Let's switch to
hard.
this.
It's really, really hard.
Meh. Whatever. No. I'm not gonna work with that one. That was lovely. I gotta come. Apparently, I need to come up with like great tavern music. Meh. Anyway, so you guys have the opportunity to connect with other people around here. The fella that you enjoyed the company with the night before, Reese, is not here tonight.
It's for the best.
But his friends are.
Oh, that's awkward.
Ooh.
Oh wait.
And they
hold
recognize
on.
you.
Oh,
Okay,
that's
I
good. I'm gonna avoid eye contact at all costs. Because it wasn't very. It was all right, but I wasn't planning on seeing him again. And if they start to try to talk to me about it, it's gonna get really awkward.
Is there anything else you guys are going to want to do while Reese is avoiding glances?
Terrence
I'll
was
actually
talking about
approach
you. Was he?
Reese, because Jetta wants help with something.
Hey, what's up,
Okay.
dog?
So, I have this new staff, and it's very bland. They said it was for like the Mystic Mother or something like that. I don't know. But I want to dedicate it to the Traveler. Are you good at painting by chance?
I wouldn't. I mean, good at painting is really subjective, I think.
Are you better
Which-
than me?
Maybe.
going to draw
I don't know,
dicks
would you
on
want me to paint on your stuff? Do you want me to paint dicks on your stuff?
Yes! You knew what I was
Yeah.
going for.
Like realistic dicks?
No,
Or like cartoonish
cartoony.
dicks? Cartoony
like-
dicks I can do, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Like graffiti bubble dicks.
Or
That's what I'm going for.
didn't you tell earlier that your connection to your traveler has been gone for a while?
Yeah.
Maybe drawing dicks on this new staff of yours will help bring your connection back.
That's
I
true.
have an
It's worth a
idea.
try.
Let's give it a try.
You should fix a pair of balls on it too.
You know, I
A
was
pair of
thinking
nuts.
Like truck balls, but for a staff.
exactly what I was thinking. I was thinking about that.
What are trucks? You hear from across from across the bar.
You'll learn when you're older. Yeah, no, you know, I think it would be really cute. I think it would be really cute if you painted what you think all of our dicks look like. Right? Like
I
little
don't-
Easter eggs. Like this is Fra's dick. This is Bob's dick. This is Reese's.
Clearly,
you
we know
I just
how
think
mine
cute
You're gonna
little
need a
Easter
few
eggs
more
that'll-
colors.
These nuts.
I
think
don't
this-
What
have
would
a
my
dick.
dick look like?
I think
Dicks.
I never realized there was a line on the these nuts jokes, but I think we just crossed it. I don't need my dick drawn on a staff, thank you.
It's called these nuts, not these dicks.
But drawing random dicks, maybe that will help.
Just don't
maybe
draw
we
any
can
the
all-
color.
But
of
it should be
Bob.
it should be tactful. It should be the first glance you give at it. You should not be able to see that it's dicks. It should be artwork carved into it. That if you look at it, it got secret dicks in the image. So
No, I agree
So
with
like
you.
a bunch of lines and circles. That's it. Just like one line and two circles.
What if we did
Yeah,
like
almost like
flowers?
geometric shapes, but
what if we
like
did
dicks if you look close.
flowers, but the dicks were like the stamens of the flowers, right?
I love
You
it.
kind of hide
Let's
them
do
in the
that.
flower. Everybody's
should
looking at
make-
the flower.
Sounds
They
good.
don't notice that they're staring at a dick as well.
Yes.
You should make the fruits
Okay,
balls.
let's make
so,
it happen.
so is anybody good in wood carving?
Absolutely the
us.
fuck not. No, not me.
Well, maybe we should still find a shop to give it done, and then it will be done tomorrow.
I mean,
Are we gonna
I've-
commission somebody to
I've
carve
etched-
dicks into
Yes,
stuff?
yes. Well,
Well, let's
those.
just paint it.
I
don't
will
think we need
stand
to
up
carve
on
it.
the bar and ask around. Anyone good with wood carving tools in here?
You get this one person from the corner saying, "I'm pretty good with wood."
All
Yeah, I
right,
bet
we
you
got
are.
someone good with wood.
I'm not sure that they're talking about the same thing, Rook.
I mean, we gotta give him a chance. So come over here. Let me buy you a drink.
Okay. What you get this 19-year-old kid come walking up to you, like, kind of just leans up against your shoulders, like, so
you're good with wood.
So I heard.
I
you
am
heard
good
that
with
you
my
were
wood.
good.
Your own wood
Really?
or tree
Can you
wood?
work? Can you carve things into her staff?
well, I can carve whatever you would like into you, hon.
Very
You're a
well.
little bit young
Jetta.
to talk like that.
Rook, I don't
You have
think
quite a mouth on you.
this is the same.
Well, I would rather not use
Idea.
the mouth if I don't have to, but
My
I suppose I've been
Okay.
told I'm okay.
I think it's time to move along a little, man.
Wait,
Bye bye.
Wait.
Bye.
you're not talking about tree wood, are you?
Oh.
Inside check.
Okay, go ahead and roll your insight check.
And it's dripping off.
Rook is innocent.
Yeah,
19.
you now realize, oh god, and you like put your hand over top of your groin and kind of start like walking away.
Oh yeah, no drinks for you, sir.
Oh,
You're too young to be here.
No, he's not.
age is a number. And I got
How
one
do you know
you should
this?
check out.
Oh
just-
yeah, no.
His friend's like, no, good dude, this is not gonna end well. They're just like pulling him
Yeah,
away from.
please take
'cause
him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna thaumaturgy. Boo.
By the way, Frar, I got you something. and I put the package. We all kind of pitched in because I didn't have enough money, and the girls took care of it.
You got
Here.
a gift for me.
Yeah.
Well, this is sweet. I don't know how to react to this.
Well, just unwrap it.
I tear it half, and a new scarf.
No, it's not a scarf. It's a cloak, a red one, to match your outfit, and it's to keep you safe. It's magical. Since you're always up front and doing the slashing, this cloak will keep you safe if you wear it.
And you all pitched
And
in for this.
well, kinda.
A little bit.
You can see Frar's, his lip is a little bit trembling, and he's like trying to bring his fingers in his eyes.
You are wearing red, right? Or were you
Yeah.
wearing another color?
Red and black.
Yep, red and black. Yeah, okay. So you have a black outfit and now a red cloak.
This is
But it's
the
red
first-
on the inside, and on the outside it's black.
Ooh, I have an idea.
So
Reversible.
like
Like it.
Reversible. Yeah. Exactly.
Then you see him. He's taking off his shawl that he had on, and with the cape reversed, so like the red showed, he puts it on and he wears it like a scarf kind of thing. Well,
Nice.
what do you think?
Well, it looks good on you.
Dash him.
You can he like starts to sniffle. This is the first gift ever given to me. Come here.
Daddy.
And then he hugs all of them, just brings them all in, and
Aw.
lifts them up. Can I roll a strength for that?
Yeah, you could go for it.
I get to use my new.
You got to use your belt. You got to
No,
use. This is your
accidentally
first roll for your belt.
Oh man, 29.
29.
Big
Yeah,
group
you were
hug.
able to lift them up and just great big group hug. You guys are all kind of. It's interesting because you've always known Farrar to be kind of this hulking brute, and you've always known that there's a teddy bear somewhere inside him. For it to come out so obviously in a public place like this, yeah, you can't
First-
help but start to feel the stress that these past few days have been just kind of start to melt in what for some of you is the first sense of family you've ever had.
Is that
At this
elf
point,
still
Farrar
playing?
And the
is
first
not-
hug with the belt of giant strength. So we're all like,
Oh,
so
yeah.
good. It's too tight.
No, sorry.
He has a plus 12. No, a plus 11 on his roll.
It's massive.
Crazy.
I could lift the house. At
He
this
actually
Yeah.
rolled an 18. Yeah.
Jeez.
You got really strong now. I posted a picture how it looks, and it's actually, of course, black red, not blue red.
Yeah, of course.
And in an hour after wearing it, Frar, you will get a +1 on your AC,
Hell yeah.
and also +1 on your saving throws.
Oh shit! I get +1 on my saving throws too.
Yes.
Cloak of protection, baby.
I think you can just drag Cloak of Protection into your sheet from the
Yeah.
compendium.
Should be able to do it and that'll work. Is there any other stats? Like, is there anybody else who's had HP changes from all the things you bought? I got Bob's
Me,
10.
yeah.
My AC is now an 18.
Mine's still the same.
Strength of
You're-
Frar went up to 21.
Okay.
So that
My
will be,
AC is now
what is that,
17.
a +5 on your mod now? Something?
Okay. AC for yours is always 17, so we're good there. And Farrar's strength goes up to a +5 with a 21. I like it. And
Well, so my armor class is so low with my 11 in dex. I always keep my dex low because I'm big. So.
that's about right.
Thanks.
And Reese, was there anything changes for you?
I just have 15 AC now instead of 13.
Okay. Cool.
An advantage on.
I didn't do anything
Initiative.
about my armor class.
So that's right, you didn't.
I
So,
went
but
for
now all
HP.
the stats are actually updated in the stream too, so that's good.
Tight, 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 tight,
So,
tight.
Did you get
woot.
my 18?
I think I did. Double check.
Okay, cool.
Yes, I did.
Sweet.
Sure done did that.
And the 18
Is that-
AC from Frar as well now.
Yep.
Is that
18
elf
AC.
still-
Well,
At
I
least
got
tomorrow. At
20
least
AC.
tomorrow. Tomorrow.
No, he's got 19 on his armor class for some reason. Why would that be?
From the splint armor.
Okay, so what's your AC actually going to be with that?
20.
20. Oh.
Yeah, with wearing shield while wearing shield.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
of
I am
course.
wearing shield. I forgot about that.
Yeah, okay, cool. So yeah, you're really hard to hit. That's fantastic. And you're buff as hell. Okay, so yeah, the rest of your evening goes is just kind of you enjoying a bit of a quieter evening. I mean, it's not as quiet, not very quiet in the Firebird Suites, but it is quieter for the activities that you've experienced lately, um, and eventually turn in for the evening. Well exhausted from not even from battle, just from shopping and having to talk to so many people. And the introverts in the group understand just how taxing that can be. So you find yourselves in rooms kept for you by the proprietor of the Firebird Suites, the dwarven proprietor who seemed to have absolutely no problem with a variety of different bards performing in here. Why can't I get there? I want to find. Nonetheless, you guys find yourselves in some comfort and some sleep. Dagnall Brazic. That's the proprietor that you learn, whose name you learn. And take yourself some peaceful time and get yourselves a comfortable long rest, where all of your spell slots are and other things have been achieved, and everything is now attuned, as you have it. Dagnall Brazic. Yep, that's the one. Because you can apparently take good notes, and I'm very thankful for that. The next morning, you wake up. It is a bit of a quieter establishment. The 19-year-old that was hitting on Rook is passed out in a booth in the corner. You guys can exit.
I take my mage hand and then just like arrange more cups around him. Just like build a wall around him.
I think.
I'd like to say I come out of Reese's room.
Come out of Reese's room?
Yeah. Well, is it still night or?
Oh no, we're waking up in the morning.
Okay. Well, I come out of Reese's room.
You gotta be quicker than that, buddy. You gotta say some
I'm
shit
sorry,
before we
I'm
move
sorry.
on. Like, you gotta say stuff,
I'm sorry.
because otherwise he's just gonna plow through everything.
I am. Do you guys do that in the evening?
Well, the idea was that he was gonna visit Reese at the night. Yeah.
Go for it. Let's let it run.
Hell yeah. So, while everyone's asleep, Frar is trying to sneak into what he believes is Reese's room.
Well, now you normally share a room with Bob, so why don't you roll a stealth check?
Ooh. With
You're
disadvantage.
so sneaky.
Where is this stuff? This is with disadvantage, by the way.
It depends if you're wearing your armor or not.
Are you wearing
I
your
assume you're-
armor?
He always
assume
keeps
you're
his
not.
armor.
So if you do anything, it's going to take you an hour to get started because of all the armor you're wearing. Good to know. Okay. So yeah. You, Bob, in your sleep and slumber, you hear kind of a thud and a clank, and you can open up your eye and you see Frar just kind of looking over at you, tiptoeing
You-
with his
Where you
armor on.
going? You're going on a side quest.
I'm getting a snack.
Can you give me something? I'm hungry.
It's enough for me.
Like some chicken.
It's not
I
chicken.
could do with some chicken.
Wait, you're vegetarian.
I forgot. Totally forgot. It's been food has not been a subject
He's
for so
talking
long. I
in
forgot
his
I'm a
sleep.
vegetarian. Yeah.
It's the Frar blood that's actually speaking just then.
But
There you go.
when you look around, you do notice I'm actually talking in my sleep, like Reese is saying about
Okay.
Chick.
Good
And
night,
so you
all.
step out
And
of the
I give him a
room,
kiss on the
carefully close
forehead
it.
also before I go.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, I'm not. Do I know which one is Reese's room, or do I have to like start?
I'm gonna say you know.
Okay, perfect. Then I'm gonna sneak into his room and like peek my head
So
in.
before we do this,
Yeah.
Rook and Jetta, you guys shared a room the night before, and Reese would have, well, didn't share anybody's room inside the Firebird Suite the night before. Where are you all staying? Are you getting 3 separate rooms? Are you getting
Assuming Jetta and I are still sharing a room.
okay?
Reese,
What's
what about
Reese's
you?
choice?
Uh, let me roll. Let me see if he
There
will.
you go. Appreciate the dice decisions.
Bow. What does it say? It's
12.
evens in my brain. I said evens was on his own and odds
Okay.
was with them. So he's decided, fuck it, I don't want to sleep with anybody tonight.
All right. So
So
you knock
so
on Reese's door,
No, I
knowing that Reese
I
is
sneak
alone.
in. I don't knock.
Or you sneak
I just
in.
go in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll your stealth again.
it's locked.
Is it locked?
No, I don't want to lock.
Yes.
Do they
Is it
have
locked?
locks? Sure. Are there locks on the doors? If
You
there's
can
a
yeah,
lock on
you
the
can lock the
door,
doors.
sure. If there's a lock on the door, he'd lock it. So have fun
Okay,
with that.
still
Can
roll
I
me a
just
stealth
break
check.
it?
Yeah, I know you can, but still roll me a stealth check anyway.
All right. 12.
That's not bad, honestly. You go to open up the door and you kind of feel it kind of not release the way you expect. So you give the doorknob a little bit more of a reef, and you feel something snap inside the doorknob.
Oh shit. But
Good job.
like sneaks in anyway.
Yeah, and
What
you
time
can
is
now
it?
because you've broken the doorknob open. It's gonna be around like 1:30 ish in the morning that this would be happening.
Yeah,
Is Reese
probably
asleep?
half asleep at least. Yeah, I think so. But let's see.
Gonna go for a perception check to see if you notice.
Would it be perception? Yeah, sure. Boop. Fuck.
You don't notice.
Nope.
You're asleep.
I'm curled up. Have to wake me up.
I'm gonna seat. Farah is gonna seat himself on the bedside. Just
Okay.
handle on his new strength breaking stuff.
That'll do
I
it.
can't. I don't know my own
That'll
strength.
definitely do it.
What? Who's that? Fra?
I press my hand to his mouth. Shh,
What?
quiet.
What is?
Relax. Calm down. Calm down. Are you calm? Okay, good.
What the hell?
Listen, I don't know how to say this, but I need a favor. Sit down.
Sure.
Sit down.
What can I do for you? At what is it? 3 o'clock in the morning or something?
It'll be quick.
What?
Listen, I've been thinking a lot lately, and well, I was
I
wondering.
don't have any
if you could-
painkillers. I'm sorry if you've got a headache.
No. It's fuck you, first of all. Anyway,
That's fair. That's fair.
you can disguise into anything, right?
Pretty much, yeah. Well, any humanoids, anyway, to an extent.
Well, I've drawn up a sketch about a few days ago, and
Okay.
can you turn into this one? and he holds up like a pretty bad like sketch of a lady with long hair. What was her race? Do you know?
She was human.
Of a human lady dressed druidic. I'm assuming she's a druid,
Yep.
right? And he holds it up to him. He's like, her hair's brown. She has light skin, blue eyes. Can you do this for me?
I I mean, I could mess around a bit, try to find her, but what why? This isn't
I'm
some
just,
weird.
I'm just saying my goodbyes.
Oh, okay. Sure. Yeah, 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 yeah. All right. Let me try. So it's easier for me if I kind of piecemeal an appearance together from other people that I've seen. So just give me a minute here. You know, the hair of this woman and the eyes of that one and whatnot. We'll put it all together and
Remember,
see what we can come
brunette.
up with. Right. He's feeling incredibly awkward and uncomfortable with this, but he's gonna do it. Uh, I've got free disguise self, so I'll just keep changing. Was nose okay? No, a little bit smaller nose. Keep
So
shifting it around until I find it.
I'm gonna get you to roll for me something really really weird. It
Sure.
is a charisma insight check. So the way that works is you use your charisma modifier, and if you have proficiency in insight, then you add your proficiency bonus.
I do not. So it'd just be the straight charisma modifier.
Then that would be what it is. Yeah.
Okay, so it's just a +5. Doo doo. 19 plus 5,
Nice.
24.
That's pretty good. That's pretty darn good. So fairly quickly, you've been asked to do this by nobility usually. You don't usually have somebody who is not some rich dude in Fuencia asking you to just pose as somebody. And you've had some people have had some unique kinks saying, "Can you look like this person?" And yeah, so then like you've been asked this before, and so you've kind of gone off of sketches and kind of done this whole piecemeal. What about this? How about that? And after about a minute of just kind of flipping through facial features, Frar, you have a pretty good depiction. You can't quite get the flecks of yellow in the irises, but the rest of it is a pretty good reflection of Merit.
Without word, he would take Reese by the shoulder and pull him into a hug. A tender one,
Oh,
a sweet one. And he would like whisper in his ear,
you're okay.
uh, Merritt, I've missed you, but I think you've given me a blessing. I have a better place now. Thank you for everything. You can change back now, Reese.
Just immediately. Before he finishes saying it.
I'm still kind of hugging him, you know, just holding there for a while. And then he speaks again. Can I stay here for the night?
Uh, yes? Are you good? Are you okay? You
I'm
don't have to talk
perfect.
about it if you don't want to, but
Unfortunately, talking is not my best suit.
okay. Well, if staying here for the night will help instead, sure, you can do that. Um, Maybe we just split the covers. I'll sleep under one, you could sleep under another one.
How big is the
It's
bed?
totally fine. It's
How big is the bed?
They're double beds.
Perfect. All right. And then he just crawls up to
Take
the other
the
side of the
armor
bed.
comes. No, the armor comes off.
The armor stays on.
No, the armor comes off if you're in the bed.
You know how long it will take for me to take this shit off?
I'll help you. It'll take half as long, but I'm not gonna roll over and bloody my knees on your fucking shin guards. I'm not going to do it.
First of all, I don't have shin guards. Second of all, fine.
Thank you. I'll help.
All right.
You're covered under it. You're not just like freeballing the armor.
I have underpants.
It's good enough.
So
Help him
over the course
take
of
his-
the next bunch of time,
45 minutes.
help him doff his armor, and just go to bed? Question mark?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yes, in the morning, you do wake up. And both of you guys in the same room. It takes a little bit of effort for Farad to re-don his armor, and you kind of start tying some things back up on him. Roll a Constitution saving throw for me, please, Reese.
What's the Constitution for?
That's a great fucking question.
Interrupted
It's a
long rest.
7.
Yeah.
Big fat
Um,
7.
I just you have Farad's still using his old armor. He hasn't got his new armor yet. And there's a definite funk that
Boy.
makes it so that you really don't want to have anything that is protein laden this morning.
It's okay, I got prestidigitation. While I'm helping him put his shit back on, we're prestidigitating all of it clean. He smells fresh as a daisy. He smells like apple pie and cinnamon and fucking vanilla cookies.
There you go. Love it.
That's better.
So now, but by the time you guys exit the room, the other three are already all awake. So Bob, you're going to be the first one to realize that Farad's not there.
Normally, when I wake up early to bake cookies, he's still asleep. Wonder where he is. So I'll go out, look into the hallway. Probably don't see anything. I will go down into the inn.
There you see the 19-year-old passed out in the corner.
Looks somebody was not able to hold his liquor after all. And I will talk my way into the kitchen to be able to bake some morning cookies there.
Sure. Daglal actually doesn't seem to mind the idea of an extra hand in the kitchen. Just so long as you wash the dishes when you're done.
Awesome. So I will make 3 of those delicious cookies that gives you, I think, 3 HP when you eat it. They spoil after 8 hours. Put them in my pocket.
What kind of cookies were those?
Oh, the ones that can save lives if you need it. So if somebody is unconscious and you stuff it in their throat, then they revive consciousness again.
That next one, that 19-year-old's been sitting in that corner all night.
Well,
I mean, when that girl smacked him, it was really funny. But
let me check if he's asleep or unconscious.
maybe we should. He kind of goes out of the kitchen, goes over to this.
There you
He's
go.
alive. We're good. And he just walks away.
Let's
The
see
rest of you
where.
guys-
Have you seen a big bunky red guy? My orc
That's
friend.
his-
Did he come down?
That's
yet?
this last night.
That's strange. I will go up and
Hasn't left.
I will look upstairs then. When I go up, which is the first room that I see? Is that the room of Jeddah and Rook, or is that
Yes,
the
it would be.
room? Okay. I will knock on the Jeddah. I don't know where.
Hello.
I don't know where Frar is. He wasn't there when he woke up. He isn't downstairs.
Hold
What
on.
now?
Let me finish drawing this plastic.
He's missing?
I think so.
Aha!
I think so.
All right. I'm going to get you, Jeddah, to roll for me a dexterity performance check. I'm all about my split checks today, apparently. So your
Okay.
dexterity score plus your proficiency bonus if you have one for performance.
Let me call Rhys. Maybe
3 plus it's a 5 total.
he knows where he is.
Or maybe he went to pick up his armor in the
21.
morning, right?
You think that's so? But I wanted to come along and see how it came up. I will knock on the door of Rhys. Rhys! Frar's
At this point in
missing!
time, you're just helping Frar get don his armor.
I'm not missing. I'm here.
I open the door. Oh, you're here.
And you
What are
see
you guys doing?
Reese
Just
cinching
as
up
I'm
the pauldrons. Yeah.
Did you shower?
sort
He's putting
of.
on my armor.
Did he clean you?
I magicked him clean.
Oh my god, it's like a new Frar. All
it
shiny
is. It's kind of nice,
and you even smell like cookies.
I
right?
do feel fresh.
Here, have one by the way. Here, and you also one. Here you go.
Oh.
You can eat this
snack.
when you need healing.
Oh, is
There's
this
no
one
meat
of
in
the
this.
oh shit I'm dying cookies?
Yes, the last resort
Excellent.
cookies.
I'm gonna eat it now.
Ouch. No, don't.
You
Smack it
just
in his
woke up,
hand.
dude.
Has a
Woke up
taste of
hungry.
nut paste in it.
Yes, it's not cookies, nuts.
I do love the taste of nuts.
Nut paste cookies.
I can't.
Let's go get your armor then. Let's have breakfast. Let's get your armor. Get a move on. Bolifera is waiting for us.
Oh, let's go punch
you ready,
Bully for
Reese?
his face. Yeah.
All right,
Coming
so
with us, right?
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Fix my cloak on, fix his cloak on. There you go, all handsome, and let's get out of here.
So the first place you go is back to the Stone Gauntlet, where very excitedly, lost the name again already because I'm a DM and names suck.
Fun
I think I have the
fantasy
name,
names,
actually.
though.
Hold on.
Just
Really?
name the dude Dylan.
I have the name.
I did that once. He was the one you slept with. Anyway,
Von
Vanois.
Mouth.
Terrence. I remember
Oh, yeah.
Terrence's name.
So I don't know if he remembers yours. Anyway,
Nope.
Vanois. Vanois is very excitedly just like lays out one of the plates of armor, the breastplate of the armor, out onto the front, and emblazoned across it, you see this logo on it. Let's get you the logo, guys.
Oh, hell yeah, nut logo.
This one. There we go. Huzzah.
Yo, that's pretty cool.
Oh, purveyors of nut
Purveyors
paste. These nuts.
Oh, man.
Nice.
I need to get art for that, man.
I got it for you. You guys can have it. And
Yeah,
there's gonna
I-
be
I-
like
I'm gonna need to make like a commission
That's
of all
awesome.
of us or something.
What happened?
yeah. Well, you're now back at the Stone Gauntlet, and the fella at the Stone Gauntlet has created this logo for you. I'm gonna there we go. I'm gonna make it a little bit easier to
Hey!
see.
Can you send this image to
DN.
me
I see it.
in private?
These nuts. That's
And so
beautiful.
That's pretty good.
Slayers of giants, friends of dragons, purveyors of nut paste. These are not these nuts.
Excellent
So
work.
yeah, he's just gonna say, I thought you
Fine
might appreciate it, and just kind of passes it over to you, Frar. You now have the D's Nuts logo emblazoned on your plate armor.
This is beautiful. Look, it says these
Um,
nuts.
Amazing. It does. That's absolutely fabulous. Might need a new tattoo.
Well,
well,
I
Um,
feel
it shouldn't scratch
increasingly
either.
spoiled.
That's
So shiny.
I couldn't do all the shine. I mean, in order to get some of in order to get some of the shading, I kind of had to matte some of it. But um, it is, it's it's not my best work. It's by no means my worst work though. But I like it. It came out nice enough that
oh, it's
um,
gorgeous.
I had a friend of mine just kind of put something on it to make sure that it doesn't scuff and scrape.
I love it.
Well, now I have three different armors on me now.
You should unequip the other ones.
Yeah.
If you want, I could maybe do something with those ones. Actually, you know what? What armors do you have? Maybe I can buy it from you. I can use them for somebody else.
I got. Let me look at my list. I got this weird one, and then I start taking off the splint armor that I have,
Okay.
and what else do I have?
I help him.
Chainmail, right?
Yeah, chainmail.
Okay.
Now I
He
know
says-
how it comes off.
Well, it's a couple of the chains are kind of kinked, but in there. But how do you say to like? Can I just give you like 15 platinum for it? Would that work for both of them?
What do you think, Reese?
Oh, shit.
Lighten your load a little bit.
15 for both of them. 15 each.
Well, I wouldn't do that for the split. This splint's seen. I don't know. It looks like a giant smashed it in.
It's a good
Okay,
price. It's a good price.
Yeah. I was just clarifying.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just seems good to me. I don't know what heavy armor is worth, but this fella's been fair
Well,
to us
it's-
so far. I doubt he'd cheat us out now.
Yeah, just thanks. And I have a Goliath in mind for this.
Yeah, so
I
go
don't
for
think
it.
it would fit, would it?
I can. That's the thing is I can work on some of the bindings and actually get it to work for him. He doesn't have much money. He just came out from Seraph anyway, so
Oh.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So it's just gonna help somebody else. I think that's definitely fair.
that's kind of what I'm going for. I figured you would too.
This is a kind fellow. We should just take the deal and let's get the fuck out of here and go back on our adventure.
Yes, let's leave.
Give the money to him. And then I point at Bob.
Sure.
Oh, thank you. Didn't have to do that, but
Well, given that I've been spoiled pretty badly for the past day, I feel like I should start giving back. For all of you.
To keep us safe.
Thanks, buddy.
That's what you do.
15 PP, right?
Yeah.
PP.
Because that's how you're gonna say it. All right. So you guys step out, and now there's a couple of different ways you can go. And because you're at the Stone Gauntlet, the easiest egress from the city is actually from the West Gates, which you have never exited from. But the one you know best is the North Gates. So which one are you guys gonna do?
Can I buy some
you
healing
can
potions
see the
before we
West
leave?
Sure.
Which way do we have
I'm
to
gonna
go?
say you would have to go to the medical mother. Actually, is right nearby anyway.
How much are
so you-
how much are the greater ones?
The greater ones,
Just not too,
greater questions. Hang on a second, I'm gonna pull that up again because I closed that. 'Cause I thought we were done. That's all right.
Like the 44 plus 4 ones.
Yeah. That's not the place I need to look. The place I need to look is in here, and it is in here, right there.
I'd like to give
It's-
my PP to Bob also. All 10 of them.
I
How many PP touches is that?
Yeah, I think you're touching your pee
Okay.
just a bit too
I,
often.
I
Stop.
think I put in a trend now
You need to stop playing with your pee, darling. You're going to lose track
that
of
we
it.
have way with too much
All 10 of
PP
them.
now.
Detachable pee.
Okay, oh God.
We will just clip that part.
Where's the bard when we need them? Oh, right there. I got them now. Okay, so okay, okay, so yeah, I like that. Let's go with like 15 platinum.
Yeah, I'll buy 2.
Okay,
Just to
Remember,
clarify,
you got
PP,
Frar's
right?
PP.
that is PP. That is
Christ. Okay,
yes, right. So
where are we
okay,
going? Where are we
Westgate, Northgate.
we
You
can
guys tell
leave
me.
right. Where are we going after we get out of gate? Are we going more northish
Going
or more
north.
westish? So we should
We
probably
will
go with the north gate then.
we will follow the we should follow the river going north and then use our locate objects spells to try and find the gem.
Correct.
Very
So,
well. North
And
of
then
the sun.
it has a range of like 1,000 feet, I think. So
All right, so you guys start making your way back across the river to go out the north gate. Travel out the. One of the things you're going to notice here very easily is the road into Claymouth through that north gate is, excuse me, not as busy as the road out. But there are a few people who are now, and they're well packed, that are actually well packed wagons of personal belongings that, and not a ton, just noticeably more people leaving than coming in. Um, as you guys step out the north gate, following the water, using your locate spells for 1,000 feet. Let's see here. I got to do some quick mathy as I figure out how long it's going to take before you actually get that ping.
How far it is?
How far it is. It's actually going to be in the neighborhood. Yeah, and you're definitely going to, like, with your locate object. How long does each locate object spell last?
I think 10 minutes or something.
Okay.
Let me check.
So who's casting it first then?
I don't know. Did you guys prepare it? Because that was the whole plan.
Yeah,
I don't have it.
No, I don't think you can. I always forget what class you are. You're a rogue, right? But you have are you only?
Yes. Arcane
Yeah, but
Trickster.
Yeah, but is it divination that you can choose? I think so, right?
A what?
Enchantment illusion.
Oh yeah, right. It's not
Ye-
the same. I'll cast first.
Okay, so
I have
Bob
it
cast it
prepared.
first. And
It's
casting
10 minutes.
10 minutes. So in the first 10 minutes of getting out and about, the roadway kind of follows the river, so you don't feel too called off of the road quite yet. But no issues, no pings, nothing kind of garners your attention in this space when you're looking for. And what is it you're locating your object on? What is the object that you're doing?
The gem.
The gem that
gem,
we
okay.
got from the giant. That was the one that we know was with Bolivar, right? We looked through it.
Yeah.
No, that was or was that the scrying? Yeah, that was the scrying gem. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Okay, so looking for that particular gem, nothing pings on your first 10 minutes, and about 10 minutes goes by, and roll a perception check for me while you're at it, please.
Me?
And Jetta
Yep.
would be helping with this.
Sure, so with advantage. So with a 14 on your perception, kind of looking at some of the people who are leaving, it's still the same crew as you noticed when you were on the barge when you were escaping Claymouth in the first place, as well as when you were walking back in. You're seeing most of the traffic exiting Claymouth, and a couple coming to Claymouth are of a merchant variety, obviously. But there are you count so far, you've got 3 families that have packed up wagons and full to the brim of just whatever makes up their lives, covered up on the back of what would have normally been open wagons. Um, one of the families has 2 kids, but one of them is probably a 14-year-old, a skinny, tall kid. The other one's an 8-year-old girl that's with them, and the father and mother. They seem to be um, laborers of some sort. You can see that there's some weather, particularly to the mother's skin. Um, these are the people that are exiting Claymouth at the moment. 10 minutes pass. Jed, are you going to cast it on the same object?
I'm gonna wait a second.
Okay.
I don't want to cast it exactly when the 10 minutes lets up. I want to walk a little bit further first.
I was thinking the same thing. Maybe it goes for 1,000 feet. Maybe just like every 500 feet or something to
Exactly,
like
yeah.
move that ping
Um,
radius.
as soon as the path would go away from the river, I assume we just go into the grass and keep going to follow it.
Sure.
And as soon as we're off the road, I would like to call with my wild companion and raven for an hour. My
Ah,
wild spirit, or my how do you call it? Familiar.
yes.
And I would send it along, and we'll ask Rook to do the same to
Yeah,
see if we can spot something from the air for the next hour.
sure.
Okay. So,
You go one way, checkers will go another way.
I will scan the. I will take the how do you call it? The east bank.
All right, I'll
What
take
you
the
think?
west bank. Yeah, the west bank then.
all right. So I'm going to get you guys to both roll for your perception checks for your familiars. Checkers is an owl, so he's advantage. There's the nat 20.
You go, checkers. You go. That's my boy.
I don't have a raven sheet, but I'll just roll it and die.
Yeah, a raven will be a +2.
13.
Okay, so 13. Okay. So, the raven kind of scans low and just every once in a while, just kind of reporting back to you that it hasn't seen much of anything along the banks. And you are now walking along what is kind of a rocky-ish bank, grass in between the rocks, but still a somewhat rocky bank along the side of the river. The river is quite wide at this place, slow moving. Um, Probably as a druid, Bob would kind of check, when the water is wide and slow moving, it's probably not a big decline and therefore could maybe even be fjorded if it's not too deep. If we had to cross, we could potentially, maybe. We'll have to check to see how deep it is. Meanwhile, Rook, checkers, um, hoots back into you a sense of seeing somebody camping on the West Bank.
I will have checkers fly a tiny bit closer just to get a closer look. See what
Okay.
figures, if there are people there.
And if
Are you in Checker's vision, or are you just letting
Someone
Checker's
hold
do the
me.
thing? Okay.
Someone hold me. I am going into his vision. And
Who's
I am
holding Rook?
reporting. Floris.
I'm gonna.
I'll do the same with my raven.
Okay. So,
Once I
uh,
heard there's something camping there.
sure. No, that's not the right one.
The raven will just strike down on a branch in a tree.
Okay, there we go. Got it. Okay, so I need to do. What is Checker's AC?
Oh shit, it's 11.
Okay. As you go into Checker's vision, Checkers is kind of flying low, and very briefly, and only for a brief second as you enter the vision, you see with that nat 20 that there is a campfire. There are three people kind of on a on a bit of a rock ledge, a wagon, a circular tent, and something like a leather maybe kind of stretched out over top of a rack beside a fire. But the three people, one of them uh, has a longbow that is trained on Checkers, and Checkers doesn't have a chance to react. The arrow just right into your vision, and then your vision goes dark.
I see 3 people, a wagon, some leather, and a lot. Checkers, no!
What happened?
They shot at Checkers. I zoom back out.
Those bastards.
They will die.
What do I
We
see
gotta
from?
get
And
them.
so
Right.
flying in from across the water, much lower down, the raven you can actually see much the same as what you just heard Rook describe. Rook, you are going to say without any hassle at all with a nat 20 that Belifra was one of those people there, not the one firing the arrow, but definitely one of the people there. The person to your vision's left of the person firing the arrow. The raven flying low in, um, swoops up towards this rock face and does see all of them there as well. What's the Ravens AC?
I was landed on a branch. Yeah, I said.
Are you going to go land on a branch? Okay, yeah. So
Yeah.
you can go set up on a branch, a kind of low, beside the horses that are actually tied up beside the tent. So, there are 2 horses that are tied up beside the tent there as well. So you land in that tree.
But
you
also
get
can confirm.
sight and hearing, right?
Correct.
Okay, so you hear. There's one over there too. Go get it.
Yeah. Snap my finger and poof, he's gone into a pocket dimension.
All right. So you saved your raven. You guys get the sense that the area that both Checkers and Raven was actually going over. They are right beside the water. There is a kind of a layer, kind of an open grass that kind of gently descends to the banks of the river. But then they're sitting up on some rock faces that are kind of nearby beside it, keeping watch.
All right.
I
We
think
know
we've
where
out
they
them,
are.
boys.
And they know that someone is watching them. So what do we go now? Do we just go
Well,
get them?
just because some birds come flying.
They watched you poof yours out of existence. Come on.
I suppose it's time we confronted them.
Not to mention the
I-
fact that when
I
they shot
understand.
hers poofed out of existence. So they know someone is watching them.
I understand that you guys have a beef with this Billifera, and now I do too.
Then we're all aligned. We
Does
destroy
she
them.
have my gem?
Let's
Is that
kill
what
her.
I'm supposed to figure out? She has the gem.
Are you-
now.
You haven't recast locate object yet. Did you want to do that, Jetta?
Well, how far away
Generally
did your
speak-
birds go?
About 15 minutes away from where you guys are right now.
I won't waste the spell because it seems like we have a pretty
I
good
will.
idea on where they're at.
Okay, so with Bob casting a locate object back on that gem again, it's still outside of your range, but it stays up for 10 minutes.
So she doesn't.
Do I detect the spell of the gem? When
Not
we
yet, no.
get closer.
As you get closer, but Reese, before we do that, Reese, is there anything what was it you wanted to do?
I snap back my raven, by the way, and I tell him to show us the way.
Okay, perfect. So he comes and he's now kind of guiding you down. One of the first things he's going to tell you, though, is you're going to get a sense of is y'all got to get across the river if you want to get to them.
I have a plan.
Is there a bridge?
What
The
do you
two-
have in mind, Frar?
I can throw the ladies over. They can land gracefully.
The river is
The other
nearly a
two-
mile wide.
I do have 11 athletics.
To be honest,
It's Do you
I
see
for-
that bag? It's
I knew we were
beautiful.
gonna go to a river, and I forgot to prep my wild water walk spell.
Can I determine
do
how
it this
deep the
morning.
water is from where I'm standing?
It's tough to tell from where you're standing. Barges have to be able to go up the river because you were on one once.
Alright.
But
So, like, I can realistically say that if I try and
Why don't we just swim across? Everybody can swim, right?
Are there rivers where I live?
How deep is it? Wait,
Yes.
I have a better idea. What's the tallest tree I can find?
Nearby, it's mostly bushes that are around here. The tallest tree you're probably going to find is probably going to be around 16 feet tall, but it's going to be like if you're wanting to uproot this tree, it's going to take some effort.
Oh, not uproot, awaken. As I touch my staff to its bark. Come, friend, we need to go across. Can you help us? I will tell him in Druidic. No, let's make it Sylvan. Let's make it Sylvan.
Okay. And and you get the sense from it's an aspen of sorts, and so it's a very white bark, but a couple of the knots in it just kind of start doing this weird little blink across the trunk of this thing, and you guys watch as the roots kind of pull up out of the ground and start kind of walking towards it. I am reading Awaken spells.
How many
Okay.
feet is a mile?
I'm in the
by way?
branches, guys, as high as you can, and
Oh,
he will
you're
walk
not
us through
swimming?
the river.
Oh, thankfully. Okay, as I'm climbing, I am going to make my glamour-studded leather armor this some sort of camouflage pattern similar to the tree's top.
Okay. Aspen-based camouflage. Love it. Okay. Who else climbing up the tree?
Wait, we're climbing the tree?
Yes, we need to go on top, and he will walk us through the river.
Is it
No
athletics
worries.
or acrobatics?
He's big
to do
enough.
that?
Well, to climb the tree, it would be acrobatics. No, sorry, athletics. It would be athletics.
Oh.
If you don't want to climb, can you just lift him up, please? Thank you. And the tree will come like...
No, I'll climb.
I could use some help, yeah. These,
lift-
you know,
Lift
A
one
branch comes
for
down
you.
and just kind of wraps around
I
the
roll a
waist and kind of
21?
up. Nice.
yeah, these 6-inch heels aren't exactly made for climbing trees, you know.
Bob,
This
are
is
you
the
climbing the
first
tree
time I
too?
got a 14.
How did I
Hold
roll
on.
higher than Frar?
I will have him lift me up.
He got soft. That's why.
Okay. And then another branch kind of comes down to lift
I
up
need help.
Rook. Frar it's an aspen. It's not exactly a large tree. It's a relatively thin tree. Like aspen tend to only get about this wide, and so trying to maneuver your way up, it feels almost like you're the last. How can I best describe it? It almost feels like you're trying to climb a stripping pole, based off of Frar's size. It's just got extra protrusions coming out of it. That's all. And so you're like,
Use your thighs, love.
If there are
Use your
artists in the
thighs
chat, can you please draw that?
Yes.
so you're hugging your way up this tree, and the tree is kind of stepping out into the water, and it is leaning hard underneath the pressure of all of you up in the top of this tree. As the water rises and rises, the last person up there looks to be, based off of the athletics checks, Reese. And so Reese, the water is now getting to your ankles and up to your cat. And you're also kind of sitting, so up to your butt.
Can't I like lift him up just like that?
You
Just get him out of the water?
potentially could. However, the challenge is that you're also holding yourself up, and
risk.
you have very at this point in the tree, the trunk is very, very thin and arcing to one side.
Why would you
What
pick
if I
an aspen?
pick him up and just like swing him just over there? Just
Well,
when
that's
we're
the only
close
tree
enough.
here.
If
That'll
you
help
try to
us.
pick him up and swing him, you're going to put him out into water where there's current. So I'm going to get you to roll for me an athletics check.
Ooh, I'm sorry, Reese, if you get washed into the river.
Plus 12. Plus 11.
This is how I die. Isn't it?
Oh,
Ooh, that was a 2 roll.
I'm sorry, Reese.
This is how I die. I
So
get swept away
Now, thankfully for that, like with for Reese, you've got already a really good solid grip on the tree as well, and so Frar just trying to lift you up a little bit. You do actually feel a little bit more pull of the water, and Frar is. You're both struggling a little bit, and this is about. You still are only about a quarter of the way in the water.
I'm just shrieking. Every limb is
Hold
wrapped around
on. We
something.
will
My
get through.
tail is like
Hey,
wrapping
Bob,
around a
does
branch.
this
Like,
does this tree go any faster?
Sorry. It's
I
not
got you,
used to
buddy.
walk. Especially not through water, so...
hate this.
Just close your
Um,
eyes.
It's just
Listen to
water,
my
It's like
voice.
It should be
hanging
fine.
upside down from the tree.
This is a
with one of
raging
her legs
river.
wrapped around.
Yeah.
She's just gonna reach out and like try to lift Reese up by the shirt collar.
Give me an acrobatics check.
This is silk.
Can I cast guidance knowing that I'm doing
Yes.
Hey, Bob,
awesome?
I have a favor. Hey, Bob, I have a favor to ask
Sure,
of
thank
the
you.
tree.
20.
Hey,
Should have got the
Nice.
broom of flying. I was looking at the
Is it-
broom of flying. I saw
He's
the
a little
broom
bit
of
busy
flying.
for us with us.
I should have bought the broom of flying. I could be flying above all this right now. I was looking at the broom on the list. I could have bought the broom.
Oh,
Rook, what were you
relax,
saying?
you're fine.
Hey, Bob, can I ask a favor from the tree?
Well, he's a little bit busy carrying us through the water.
Not right now. I mean, when we get to the camp.
Sure.
Right. When the enemy's on sight, I want the tree to throw me towards Bellifera, or whoever shot Checkers.
Sure.
You're
know
going
what-
to get yourself killed to seek revenge on a bird that you can summon back again in an hour.
He's not just a bird, he's my pet Checkers. I just
He's
give
not-
Principle
Dead.
of the thing.
Hard to port! As you guys look over your shoulder, you see a barge about 50 feet away. And these are wide barges, and you can see the oxen that are actually turning the pedals of this barge, and it is starting to make a slow arc in front of your path.
Hold on.
They're gonna keelhaul us! Go faster!
I should have just jumped.
Yeah, I don't think this tree's
Come
gonna
on,
go any
Tree.
faster.
You can do it. You can do it.
Can I
Go,
attempt
tree.
to jump
Go,
to the
tree.
boat?
You
then
can't
jump
get your
back on
footing
the
underneath
tree?
you. It's all under the water.
Ah, damn it. Okay, yeah,
I mean,
never
if you
mind.
had a tail, I would say yes, but you're not a
I look
mermaid,
down
so.
at Reese.
No, I'm not
Be
fucking going anywhere.
patient. He will
There's
make
no way
it.
I'm
He
letting
will
go of
make
this
it.
tree.
The barge just comes about 10 feet in front of you, and all you see are these people kind of going.
Oh, yeah.
What are you looking at?
Never seen a tree before.
One of them over to the edge. Are y'all okay?
Yes. Just crossing.
And just barge carries on. After takes a good solid 20 minutes to get all. No, it's going to be more like 30, 40 minutes to get all the way across this river. And as you guys finally come out, held on by acrobatics and just the thinnest of collar of Reese's cloak in Frar's grasp still there, you guys make your way all the way across to the other shore, which is a much
See.
rockier and sharper shore than the other side was. And the tree kind of stops and guides Reese and Rook in particular back down.
Oh,
To
I'm
the
staying up in
ground.
the tree.
Oh, you're
I-
staying up in the tree,
I'm-
Kate?
I'm staying up in the tree. I would like to hide in its branches or like the foliage.
Sure,
Yeah, she's
roll
gonna
me
have
a
the
skill
tree
check.
throw her like a fucking hacky sack.
I wonder how close we are to the camp.
I was just
14?
wondering. The same.
Is it past without a trace time?
Oh, don't forget I can use my stuff to do that as well, so don't spell
Oh, okay.
magic on it. It's for free even.
I will
Hey.
give Frar a little bit of a boost. I'm giving you my Blessing of the Trickster.
Hell yeah. What does that do?
Advantage on stealth checks.
How do you
Oh.
give the blessing of the trickster, by the way?
I'm giving you my Blessing of the Trickster.
What does it do?
Advantage on stealth checks. How do you give the blessing of the trickster, by the way?
Oh,
Um, I think
Draw a dick on his face.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying.
that'd be
what I
kind
was
of
thinking
funny,
too.
yeah.
Magic dick on his
Jetta
face.
just takes like a little pencil and
Jeez, how big
draws
is
like a
that
dick
jug?
on your forehead.
Like a PVC pipe you're drinking from.
Oh, speaking of which, Jetta's rocking her new staff,
like
which
a
is
rock.
covered in like graffiti bubble dicks.
Bubble dicks of stamen sticking out of flowers.
And also, in between the dicks, there are there's faces of each of the party members. So you can see a Frar, a Rook, a Reese, and a Bob, and a Jetta, all amongst the dicks.
In particular, you do see
Arena.
you do see a Frar looking straight down at one of the flowers with the stamen sticking out. You guys are now all on the shore, Rook up on the shoreline, up in the tree as well, and you start making your way further north with the raven guiding your way. Before long, the raven kind of flutters back towards your shoulders, Bob, and just kind of does a little bit of a nuzzle up into against the bottom of your fro onto your cheek.
Oh, to see him at the end, the hour would be half past.
Yeah, I would. Yeah. So at about this point in time, he's just nuzzling up and saying to kind of disappear, and just. But you would have gotten a sense from him. You're getting close.
What's the plan, guys? We can sneak up there. Or I could send another tree along with this tree in to see if we can capture them.
That could be a distraction. Or walk up to them.
Or we could just kill them and they can
I say
speak
we
with
sneak
dead
up
later.
on them.
I'm not very good at sneaking, by the way.
Well,
you
you
are
can
with-
send
with
me
my
and
stuff.
the tree up ahead.
Well, what if I walked up to them, right? I talked to Belifra, and then you guys get to sneak on them.
Oh, that's a good idea. Okay, we will use Pass Without a Trace from my staff to conceal us into the shadows of the bush. And you confront them from the front. And know that the trees are standing ready as well.
All right. I am ready.
Good luck.
I conjure up
Oh.
another tree.
Wait,
Okay.
before you go, Frar, I think I have something that might have belonged to you. And I pass him the bracelet that I got when he died.
You still had that.
Yeah. Yeah, I kept it.
This is
I just
for
forgot
you.
to give it to you. Wait, what?
This is for you. It's a gift.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
It's to say you're part of the team.
Oh,
I trust you now.
thank you. Right. Good luck, Big Red. And I climb back up the tree.
All right.
I hop down and I start trudging my way.
I will bring just the one tree. I will not awaken another one.
Okay.
I don't want to deplete the magic because then I have to roll a d20 to see if it breaks.
That's
Are you
right.
going by yourself, Fra? Do you think that's really a good idea?
Not by ourselves. We are like right there in the bush behind them. Only they won't know we're there.
I'll just be a distraction.
Sure.
I will cast Pass Without a Trace from my staff.
Okay. So now you guys are just to be clear for DM's picture, make sure you've got everything in the right spot. You guys are sneaking up behind the tree that you've awakened, and
Oh, we
Rook
know
is
that.
in the tree.
No, the other tree we did not awaken. So Rook will be there from a distance in the tree, and she will
Okay.
be thrown into the camp towards the one who shot the owl. If shit breaks out, the rest of us will be passed without a trace, be very close to them, like within
Okay.
I would say within 60 feet of them, in the bush. just next to the camp behind them.
Okay, so coming in from where you are, I'm going to give you a chance to do a little bit of retconning because I feel like that might you once you see what you're actually at, you might change your mind a little bit. Um, just let me get here.
Well,
There we go. Okay, cool. All right, there's that, and then there's that. Okay, let's get you in to have a look at a map.
that's a
As
good idea.
Yeah, that's a good
She
idea,
can't
Jetta.
talk, but
Yeah,
she
yeah,
can
that
cast
doesn't.
a spell if things go wrong.
That's a good idea.
That brings us to the screen here. I need to interact with that sucker.
I mean, we already saw the camp, right?
You have seen the camp, which is why, but
Yeah.
your players have seen the camp, but y'all haven't, and so
Yeah.
that's why I'm bringing you guys up here so you guys can see kind of a little bit of the lay of the land as to what you're noticing. So there we go.
We're all the way on the left. Nice.
So I would say we are on the ledge above, next to the close to the tree.
You would climb up to that ledge. Okay, fair enough.
No, yeah, we would approach from the ledge. Yeah, from that side.
Okay. So
Yeah.
go ahead and put your tokens where you think you guys would be.
I'm gonna be at the front of the camp, so I'm guessing it's over.
Okay, yeah, that's too
not-
far. Hang on,
Down
just
here.
stick to the
We're
left
not
side
all
so
the way
far.
over there yet.
All right.
I'll put a duplicate with you.
So Bob,
Be right-
where
be
are
right
we
back.
gonna position the
duplicate.
tree?
Okay. Okay, so you guys are happy
And,
with, and you have a
Did you say
duplicate
on
here.
the ledge or by the trees?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Well, where would you guys like to be?
Didn't somebody just say we were up on the ledge?
Yeah, Bob said
Yeah,
we're gonna
Go ahead and move
go
your
from the
tokens to where you
ledge.
think you would be.
We need an awakened tree. Also.
It's there. Rook is in it.
Yeah.
Oh, you need.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see. Oh, you put.
So
sorry, I was
from-
Oh, oops.
putting tokens on the top left of top right. Didn't see.
Oh,
Excuse me.
yeah, no, you won't be up there. You'll be in the middle bottom left.
So we'll be around this area.
You'll be
I would
walking
say,
in
yeah.
from that side.
Okay.
From
So
here.
let's say.
Like from
But that's
here
where the camp is.
and far on the right, going down from
Okay.
the
No,
beach.
we're coming in from the side where he put us. That is where we
Yeah,
are.
that's where you guys would enter from. So, are you walking across that clearing? Is that what your plan is?
Yes.
Okay.
With the pass without the trace.
Okay. Then everybody roll for me that stealth check.
Right. Let's go.
I wrote it
Stop.
well.
Okay, and actually, I'm going to get you guys to about here at this point in time, with Rook being in that tree. On your way over there.
Okay.
Okay. And. Okay, I don't need that open right now.
I'll guidance myself too.
Actually, I do need that open right now.
15.
Okay.
Mobile sniper tower.
But I
Alrighty.
don't have my bow. Yet.
You don't have your bow. What are you gonna throw at it? At the-
Alright, so
myself.
Rook's
I still
got
don't
a
know why.
Oh.
Still don't understand why you didn't put a new string into the old one.
still got a 34 on Rook's stealth, a 25 on Jetta's, with the
29.
guide. That what is that? Is that a guidance?
Yeah, that's guidance.
You're gonna have to be
For
doing this
Jetta.
the entire time for that to work. So I'm not taking the guidance. I'll
Oh,
just do
never
25.
mind. Okay, that's fine.
Reese is a 25 as well, and we have Bob with a 12 on his stealth check. Okay.
Because of the
Um,
tree.
potentially a little bit.
One thing, if I would have known Far was going up directly and didn't need to sneak, could I pass my blessing to Bob?
If you knew that plan and you would know that plan, I would allow that for sure.
Okay.
So at which point your stealth is actually a 28, Bob. So you're okay. At the
That's
moment.
fine.
But Frar and Jetta's duplicate now kind of start stepping out into this opening. And from the ledge over here, you hear the voice. A voice that you haven't heard for a month and a half. Shout out and say, "That'll do right there."
Is it Belifra?
And yeah, you for the because of that, because of her speaking out, she does reveal herself to you right there on the ledge. I'm gonna move this so you guys see that too. A good solid distance away, approximately 110 feet away from where you are right now. Okay, so
I just yell out, "What?"
and keep walking.
and keep walking.
Is that what you're doing? Is you're gonna keep walking?
Yeah, I'm just gonna be like, "What?" And just like,
And-
take a few steps closer.
We are going around, right?
You are going a little bit around, but you're not gonna have to, as stealth. You're not gonna be moving very fast at all. So just give me. I'll take control of the tokens for a couple. Just kind of give you a sense as to where we are with this. But yeah, you're moving yourself a little bit forward. She says, "It's enough if you know what's good for you."
I can't hear you.
So an arrow will fly out from around the ground beside her and land at your feet, particularly right in front of Jetta's duplicate, landing right here.
You can see for
I
all
have the
the
duplicate like freak out and be like, ah, just for good show.
All right, Belifra. Enough with the tricks. You've went through a lot of trouble to get us here. We're here.
And she'll say, "Looky here, Darce. The Forgiven Ones are back. Recognize that dumb expression anywhere.
I can
Where's your other
recognize
dark elf?"
My other. They're gone. It's just me and her now.
That's not the story I heard. That's the wrong
What
accent.
story have you heard?
The story I've heard is you got some new friends.
Some new
You've got yeah, you've got one that's an elven girl, a little bit of a thing on her face. And what was the other one? And another person stands up. The one carrying the arrow stands up beside her, a little bit taller, human, carrying an arrow, bow and arrow. And you can actually see that they've also got a crossbow slung over their shoulder as well.
Is that the one who shot the owl?
Would be the one who shot the owl, yeah.
Then before he
And-
can even speak, my tree will chuck Rook towards the.
Okay, give me your tree a
let's
strength
go.
check, because you are 140 feet away.
Can you
Is
give
it
me?
Terrence? Can you imagine if it was Terrence?
that would be
That'd be awesome.
Come on, tree, chuck me, yeet me towards him.
Do I have
Fuck.
a sheet yet for? I don't think so, right?
Oh, an awakened tree? Let me see if I can find one here for you. Let's
It's
see
plus
here.
4 on the roll.
Okay.
Let's go. Yeet us,
Yeah,
delete
we can
us.
So that's a dirty 20.
Shit.
Okay, dirty 20.
Get it.
See here.
While I shout, "Not yet!" the tree does what it's.
Been commanded to do. Yep. Okay, so I do have an awakened. I guess I should actually, because I actually have a token for it now. Let's just do this. There, and I'll put it into your sheet here too, Bob.
I look
Okay.
towards Bob. Wait, what?
Dus you get catapulted.
Yeah. Oh no, I froze a computer. There we go, got it, solved.
No.
Okay, so there you go, Bob. Awakened tree in your. Oh, it's not in your sheet yet. Hang on. Edit that, and
My
oh, it is in your journal. Got it. I don't know how that. What's going on here?
I don't see anything.
I know. I made my computer work too dang hard. That's all. Okay, here we go. Ding, ding, and there it should appear in your journal now. Okay, beauty. So, um, your awakened tree is on the wrong layer. Bing, there it is now.
Awakened trees on top of me. That's a lot of
So
wood.
yeah, it eats you, and it yeets you approximately 30 feet, and you just sail out 5, 10, 15, 25, 30-ish feet, and just like, uh, now I need
Oh
you to,
It's still a long way away from where we
Yeah.
need to go.
I
yeah,
was like, I don't know how you expected that was gonna go, but
Can
this
I
thing is
try
not gonna
to-
throw her
can
150
I try to
feet. Like,
land
Better
on
tell you
my
not yet.
yeah, give me a dexterity saving throw.
dexterity save? Let's go. 13.
With a 13, you do land, and it's a solid landing from like 20 feet up. So it's not going to be 2d6 of damage. It's going to be 1d6 of damage. Okay, so here comes the dice. Um,
Please. Anyways, don't
so
listen.
4 points of bludgeoning damage to your hip as you land a little bit akimbo from the
Son of a.
tree tossing, and immediately you you better take the rest of them all out now, because that was funny shit right there.
Ah,
And
shit.
that was the guy, the human speaking with the bow and the arrow.
it's not gonna be so
Come on out.
Hey, eyes on
Don't
me.
pass without a trace off.
Okay. Now
It's not gonna be so funny in a minute.
they
will.
didn't see you with your pass without a trace, so you can you could say who is actually going to step out into the open.
Me.
Okay, Bob steps out into the open.
And the tree will also follow me.
Okay,
Rook will duck
Not
back down
Jenna,
into the grass and
Remember me.
I will attempt to hide.
yeah, you go ahead and roll a stealth check with disadvantage. You just got yeeted across the countryside, so
Flat
this open
roll.
place.
Flat roll because I have the cloak of Elvenkind. Come on.
All right, first roll.
16.
Okay, but pass without a trace is gone, and she rolled way higher than that. So stand up. I've had enough of your shenanigans.
Fine. Ow. Come on. Yeah, I stand up.
And all you hear, and then you hear Belifra. Now, Reese, are you still hiding?
No. So I'm gonna have to get closer to do anything anyway, so.
Okay, so you do step out. Jetta, you're gonna stay hidden.
Yeah, I want her to think my duplicate's me.
Okay, fair enough.
I look towards the group. It's like, what the fuck, guys?
What happened, Bob?
It's that stupid tree. He told him to throw you to the guy, and he saw the guy.
This
You
whole
hear,
plan
you
was
feel a leaf
stupid to begin
tickling
with.
your ear. Bob, you feel a leaf tickling your ear.
That's kind of cute.
So Belifra speaks to you and says, so the other one's not traveling with you anymore. And these are your new ones.
You're
Now
coming
that's
with
the
us.
one
You're coming with us, Belivra.
Oh no, that's not how this is gonna work. Tell me, who should I call ya when I kill y'all?
Haven't you heard, Belifra? I am the embodiment of death.
And I'm gonna try and pick up the duplicate and hold it in front of me like a shield and just
I
charge
think
it
it's
forwards.
It's
illusionary.
not Gaborian.
Oh
I'm gonna
no.
do it anyway.
Oh no.
I think your
You
hand
reach
just
through it.
passes through.
Okay, I'm just gonna pull out my shield and just like start charging towards him.
All right, roll initiative. Here
Oh
it
my
comes.
God.
Now, the question is, how much longer can you guys go? Because we can do this, or we could just roll initiative at the beginning of the next session.
I
good.
can go. I can go.
I could
I'm
go.
all day.
going close to
Yes.
dinner time, so I need to check on
Okay.
my boy for a
Yeah.
little bit. One moment.
Alright.
Okay, so actually feeling a little bit about that, here's what we're going to do is we're going to roll the initiative
Why
in,
did it only roll
and I'm going to let you guys see the first thing that happens.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
And
Actually, I was about to cast something, but
okay, what were you going to cast?
I was just checking how many I can cast, but I'm casting a giant constrictor snake on the beach in front of us, who will try to catch her and wrap around her.
Where's the
To,
tracker thing at?
What's your range on that casting?
It's 8.
I think 60 feet.
Then you won't be able to get it to her.
No, yeah, but I will at least conjure it already in front.
Okay, fair. Do you already have a giant constrictor snake thing going on?
No, I don't think I have one.
Okay, I'll get you one right now. There it is. So you can cast it 60 feet away from you.
Yes.
And so there it will be. I will let that first casting happen. That's the wrong place. Let's get it here.
6.
Giant.
You're back.
Okay. And
I'm at 8.
Just a heads up, I'll probably have to go within the next 5 to 10
yeah,
minutes.
I think we're probably going to call it at about this point. We'll just get into this next session. But we may as well get the thing set up so that we can just do this.
Alright.
She says very
Here we
nervously.
go.
Okay, so 60 feet, so that means you can get her right here. Okay. And what else we got going down here? And the chat can't even see this. What's going on? There, solved. Okay.
I don't have much longer.
Yeah, we're gonna call her here once we have everything set up. Yeah, okay. You'll hear a low whistle come from Belifra, just, and then she'll also clutch this necklace that's around her neck, and you guys hear as the water of the river beside you starts to burble and bubble a little bit, and that's actually where we're going to stop it.
Oh shit.
Oh
There's
man.
something in the water. Oh
All
no.
right.
We gotta fight a Hydra.
Oh god. Okay.
We're gonna fight the Loch Ness monster. Oh no.
So shopping episode turned into tracking
It has to
episode,
happen.
turned into craziness. It did have
It
to
has to
happen. We
happen.
got it out of the way, so all good
The
there.
wholesome part.
I don't know. There was
I'm
much
glad it
wholesome in
happened
there.
because apparently we're gonna need it.
Yeah. All right. So with that, I'm going to do some quick announcements. Adventures Vala'in at 8:30 UTC tonight, and then back on Tuesday next week with our probably finale of our Roll for Wishes campaign game. That'll be happening at 1 p.m. UTC. On Wednesday next week, 1 p.m. UTC, Witchlight carries on. The party will likely finally get access to the Palace of Heart's Desire, and then following that, in the evening at 6 p.m. Central is going to be the Zelda Echoes campaign by DM Barod. Those are all the things. If you keep your eyes open in the merch store for new ones, including the